evening, everybody. How are you tonight? Dadman Walking 55 here with you, back with another wonderful time of squirreling. So let's see how this goes. Let's see what kind of mayhem and moisturizing cream we can get into. Why the hell did I say I do not know where that came from? I'm just rambling, and I think I heard the missus laugh in the other room while I am gladly multitasking on this wonderful night. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Our quest for the blue milk failed. We did not get the blue milk. So yeah, to the person in the chat, I do not know where the Hades that came from. But hey, before we lose them, we got the great Snorter Poops Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Trying to paying a visit for the snooze fairies carry them off. So all right. So I wanted to make sure we said hello to the bear himself. Let me bring the others in the chat. You guys in chat, hey, share out, tweet this out again. Appreciate y'all being here. Let me bring out the crew tonight. We may have others joining us too. Let me bring in the number 2 person here of this thing, and it's been promoted. Bucky's been promoted. Oh shoot! How did Hungry get? Hey, Bucky. Hey, congratulations! You're number 2.
Hey, I'm number 2.
Yay.
I took everyone's spot.
That's kind of
I'm in charge now. I'm taking your spot next.
There you go. That's the way. It's
Come for your job.
That's the way of the Sith. Take out the Dark Lords. Take out the Masters. That is so awesome. But hey, yeah, I just had to mess with Hungry with that. But hey, it's the beautiful, most gorgeous queen of all my channels around. Not him. He's the jester. It is this
real number 1
ravaging lady right here who is queen of all.
I think you were trying to say mayhem and mischief, and some reason moisturizing cream.
Moisturizing cream.
That's all I could think of. That's all I could think of.
We're back to our old moisturizing routine,
like the Stay
guys.
Puft Marshmallow Man thing, It just popped in my head. Hungry. That was like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It just popped in my head. I couldn't think of anything else.
I cannot blame you. All I'm going to say is, despite the fact I sound loud, I sound light in my loafers, please don't call me the queen of this show again.
Oh, I didn't.
Hungry. I did that.
Oh, that's what you were pulling him up.
Right. Good one,
Mrs. is number 1. I'm number 2, and you 2 are fighting over 3rd place.
I'm the Duchess, bitch.
Hey, Duchess.
I guess PG-13's out the window already.
Not
okay,
yet.
let's rock.
This is very painful, especially considering what we have in store for you, Hungry. And guys, in the
5
chat,
minutes.
We're going to do this. Everybody, hello out in the chat. We will get to you in just a second. We now have another guest that's a part of our crew of the group that has been formed. It's the one, the only Amanda Gilliam presents. Hello.
His name is Gilliam, you dumb fuck.
Gilliam.
There you go.
Gilliam. And it's Empress to you, Dad,
yes.
man.
Hello, Empress.
Also, never use the word moisturizer or anything again, or else I ain't never coming on this show.
No, wait a second. We talked about this,
No, you don't get to talk. You don't get to talk, mister. Mister, I went and changed my damn Twitter fucking account. Don't fucking let me know shit. I've been trying to get hold of you for months, and I just find this crap out today. Listen here, you blockhead.
I'm Charlie Brown now. Okay. No, we did announce it on this show, and I mean, Twitter won't let
sorry.
me back
You realize it's my bedtime because some of us get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work. We have jobs. We have a life.
I know.
We don't get mooch off of Dad Man's channel.
Okay.
Hey, I feel called out.
Not you, him.
I just gotta, yeah, exactly. I just gotta call out the moisturizing thing. This is an in joke with me and Amanda. That is okay, except for 2 Toho movies, Matango and the H-Man, and you know why.
Oh. You know what? Go stick in your head in a toilet and give yourself a swirly for that because you deserve it.
Yeah, that was a serious Japanese horror nerd joke. I get it.
All right, but hey,
but you like Gamera, so I'm not going to complain.
All right. Well, let's do this, folks.
If I
I'm
don't
getting
fight
it.
back, she won't respect me.
No, you got to fight back, especially with these ladies
Now-
here. You got to fight back because otherwise they will come after you full force, and I expect
Take-
that. Nonetheless.
Now take your pathetic Australian butt over to Twitter right now.
No,
Follow my
Antipodean.
account because your new one doesn't even follow my account, so I can
Ah.
send you a message so I can figure out what I'm doing this weekend, moron.
Yeah, you're so Leia Ramini right now. I
That's
love
why
it.
we love Amanda, folks. When she gets
Hi,
fired up,
Snorty.
she's fired up. Let me go ahead through the chat. Snorty put this Kibber again. Hello. He's now awake, I'm sure. Emily Gangadine and the Retrievers. Oh, Antipodean. Hello. Do you want to sing it, Hungry?
Emily Gangadine and the Retrievers.
Jonathan Morales, welcome. Hi, back to you. Welcome tonight, Jonathan. Good to have you with us, too. Wait, what, Dadman? Yes, I know. You heard what I said. Yeah,
Wow.
Brogu's here. Brogu's running for shelter,
Brogues.
probably. Hello, Brogu. Good to see you. The old man cometh is here. So, Emily, Bucky's. Yes.
I'm here.
Hello, Bucky. Yeah, Bucky.
Hello,
Bucky.
Brogu. Hello,
Hello.
Snortopupus. Hello, Emily. The old man
Here's a-
Cummins.
Here's a hello for Mrs. Oh,
Trying to
poor
remember
Hungry.
anyone else's name right now. Hi, Mr.
Okay.
Angel. Oh, sorry, that was loud. Sorry.
You in school, you never wanted to be a number one or two. A Snort Poop said it rubs the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose. There you go, sir.
You forgot
All right.
again.
Oh gosh. All right, Mr. Angel was here tonight with us. Hello to you, Mr. Angel. How are you doing? Good to see you with us tonight.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Snort Poop said, please stop Dadman for singing. I already have a headache. Well, maybe you could play me up a lot louder singing, and maybe it'll help you with Sister Burr. You know,
There you go.
just an idea.
On a related note, sometimes he sings over on Rambling Canucks channel if you want to get that on replay.
Yes, we love that. And
Hi, B from O.
B from O.
Hope you feel better.
All right.
Maybe.
Hey, glad y'all are home though. So, yeah. Emily likes it when you sing "Hungry." No offense, Dadman. That's okay. It's okay. None taken.
I'll
Emily,
take
no
offense
one
for
likes
him,
it
don't
when
worry.
that man sings.
I'm a good Southern guy, which means you don't like it, I'll double, triple down, and keep singing. You know.
Especially with Duran Duran.
Oh hell yeah!
And then
Yes,
you watch
exactly.
his numbers plummet.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I put something in the private chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Empress.
trying to figure out the best way to do it. But see, Amanda, can you put your Twitter in the private chat for Hungry? Because he's now
I'm trying to do the
duly
right
corrected.
thing.
He's trying to do the right thing. So now, Mr. Angel said it rubs the lotion made out of oil, wine, vinegar, salt, pepper, egg yolk on the skin. Okay.
Oh, that
Sounds
sounds
delicious.
like one of my. Oh, that sounds like something my ex hippie girlfriend would do on a girl night away weekend.
Dude,
dear.
what's with the hippie girls? You know?
What was your ex
Hungry,
a
I'm thinking
cannibal?
No,
Oh, gosh.
no. She was just one. I had one hippie ex girlfriend. One, and
Just a lot of stories.
No.
about one.
I'll actually tell you why we ended up being briefly intertwined. We started out as long-term friends, then we were
Briefly
romantic.
intertwined.
So in other
What?
words, you're letting everybody know it only takes you about 5 minutes. Nice.
5 hours for a night, but no, it's the thing
You
is
said
the thing is
briefly.
that she liked I'm a long-term monogamist, but I'm a serial monogamist. The thing is that she really did appreciate the Disney stuff and the animation stuff, and we met in life drawing class. Okay,
Oh.
so we had artistic
Wait,
appreciation, which
life drawing.
yes,
Yeah,
drawing
you're
from life.
drawing from life.
And yes, that means nude
Like in
models
person.
before
Yeah,
you go
sometimes
there,
you get
Dadman.
Oh,
naked people.
I thought you were just drawing art pictures of bears in the woods and stuff like that. Like
And my mind went. They were using each other's blood to create art. So
No, that was
Aw,
my goth
so
girlfriend.
special.
that was the 3 goth girlfriends, but we won't go
oh my
into that.
gosh! Hello,
Oh, it
Cielo
was-
Studio. Good to
I
see you.
I had a goth girlfriend who actually collected frog skulls. Not just skulls. They had to be
Frogs?
specifically frog skulls.
Interesting.
That
I don't
is
feel like those
insane.
would hold up very well.
No.
So they must be pretty tricky to find.
Yeah. She was pretty tricky
Neat.
too, if you know what I mean. But that was okay. She was delightful.
That's a
She liked
condition
Army of the
called
Dead.
women. I don't think you're going to get away from that. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
that's true.
you're outnumbered. We're actually outnumbered tonight, sir.
Mm.
Which I like.
That's a
be
good thing.
afraid.
That's a good
Hungry's
thing.
always outnumbered.
Yeah.
Nice one.
All right. So I think we talked to everybody in the chat that's here so far. Welcome, folks. Share out the stream if you can. Hit that like button. We got 10 people here on both Twitch and YouTube tonight. And like we usually do, we do not have a topic. We use the force.
Oh, yeah,
as
we do.
go from our-
Beat
Yes.
the shit out of Hungry.
Yeah. Well, that's
Kind of the ongoing. That's the red thread that ties everything together.
I agree.
Yeah. Bitch. That's the hungry.
Hungry,
should never have
TikTok,
started that
do
with
that
you.
follow.
I do. And hello to Edge of Time. Welcome. Good to see you.
I poked a
Hello.
sleeping bear when I called you bitch that one time.
Yeah, it was like kind of a term of endearment. Greetings,
Yes.
Edge of Time.
Yo, woke the
Okay,
dragon.
I'm followed. I'm followed, Amanda. I am followed. So
So that's
Oh,
the
I
purpose
followed
of
her
the stream.
first.
Well, that's the purpose of the stream is to get Hungry reconnected with Empress. Now the Empress has read him the riot act, and now that he's compliant, then he can now grovel in eternal
I'm not
gratitude to her.
compliant, but I am complacent. There's a difference. You know my Scrabble words.
I know you are. I know it's crazy. So, all right, like we said, we have no topics and things like that. Beanie weenies. Do y'all? We introduced Hungry to food beanie weenies. Bucky,
What the frick is a beanie weenie?
That's what
Beanie
I
don't
said.
weenies. You guys don't know what beanie weenies are?
I mean, Bucky doesn't really eat them much, but I mean, still, it's like at least she knows what
I
they
know
are.
I know what they are.
Yeah,
What?
beanie
Beanie weenies.
Amanda doesn't know what beanie weenies are.
You take a can of Bush's baked beans, you cut up some hot dogs, and you put it in it, and you cook it, and then you eat it over rice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm with Amanda on that one.
Okay,
They're really
rich
good.
people.
I don't like. Okay, first off, I don't like beans unless it's a Kentucky Wonder green bean. That's the only bean I'm gonna eat. I don't like hot dogs, so that's the only thing in that I'm gonna eat is rice.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, that's
And he
cool.
had cheese on top. If you
No,
like
I
the
don't-
person you're giving it to.
I look. I have. There have been times where my family was not flush. Okay, and I've eaten po food, and like there's poor, and then there's po. Po is beneath poor, and some of that food is really great, but it's just it's sliced up hot dogs and beans, and rice. No, I can't do it. I can't do
good.
it.
I
Snobs.
was brought up, was raised on it. That was our poor food.
Mm-hmm.
We never
We were all-
we never added the hot dogs because my dad didn't like hot dogs. We'd have
We-
baked beans
Spaghetti.
and rice. Beans,
Spaghetti.
rice, and cheese. Spaghetti, we'd do spaghetti, and then the next day we would have spaghetti lasagna with the leftovers.
Mhm.
Oh,
No, I
don't
agree-
worry, don't worry, Emily. We're going to get from salt to sugar very quickly.
I'll talk about salt right now. I mean, you want to talk about pork, you boil up some spaghetti, you take some butter, and you take a little bit of garlic salt, and that's all you got. You
Yep.
know,
Done that. Been there, done that too.
right?
Mhm.
Spaghetti with ketchup.
Mm. Ketchup.
Now we po. We
Now we
absolutely po.
Now we po.
Yeah. and then there were my friends who were they corrected me. They say, "Oh, you were just po. We were dirt po." You know what I mean, Amanda? You know what I mean?
Appalachian poor. Appalachian poor.
Yep.
Dirt floor. Yeah, true.
No
Well,
toilet in the house.
Yeah, outhouse. No indoor
Outhouse.
toilet.
Mhm.
Well, why don't we get the
Did it
gaming
count that I
chair?
just never wore any? I didn't wear clothes as a kid, so I just kind of peed as I ran across the
Yeah.
lawn. Does that
Yeah,
count?
that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. What I want to do is get that potty gaming chair, like we keep.
Yeah.
See,
talking
that's what I was about to
So
bring up.
God, thanks.
Beat me to it.
Ew,
Yeah.
no.
I'm still on. I gotta be honest. I'm still on team diapers, but I understand that there's the financial aspect of you don't have to keep rebuying the gaming chair like you do with diapers. Diapers do get very
You're
expensive.
still young, which is why you're okay with team diapers. Once you get to be about my age and you sneeze and you're like, well, shit, you
Yeah,
won't be
right.
anymore.
I've had 2 kids, and the options were a pillow of a pad or a diaper.
Wow.
And
that's
I-
the adult diapers are very comfortable these days. I'll have you know.
Oh,
No, I'm with you. I got you. Trust me.
gosh.
There. I don't have kids though.
Yeah.
I got a Chihuahua.
Mm.
Oh man.
Well,
So
you
Mr.
know,
Nice
it
Angel
to have
just
a
reminds
Chihuahua.
me.
Mhm.
It just I don't know if this just reminds me of some of the commercials for adult diapers
Yeah.
that they have, and I don't know if they're in any other country, but I sit there and they go, "I'm busy today. I just don't have time to go," and that's why I went. I'm thinking, "Oh, come on, really?"
Oh, Mrs. Hold on.
It's like
Hold on.
Yep.
I'm riding a horse. I need to, I can understand riding the horse. I've ridden a horse.
I
You get bounced around quite a bit. I can
the
see that happening.
turbulence. Yep.
Yes, I can understand that. But the one that's like, I just don't want to bother with it today. I'm like, okay.
Hey,
Well, see,
Mrs.
Yeah.
You want to know the Poe version, not Dirt Poe, the Poe version of adult diapers in this country? Saran wrap and duct tape before
Yep.
you go to bed.
Oh, you
Hey,
guys got some Ram Wrap and duct tape? We just used a t-shirt.
you can do a lot with duct tape. Keep
Yeah.
cars together.
Dad, are you using this holy shirt? No, cool. I need it.
Yep.
Now look,
Mhm.
Mr. Angel came out and said, "You don't want spaghetti lasagna? Okay, no problem. Let me get the Thanksgiving Day leftovers spaghetti
Right.
lasagna."
Dude, Thanksgiving
Nice
Day
one, Mr.
leftovers last
Spaghetti.
till Christmas.
Well,
I've done
sp-
spaghetti lasagna before. Basically, you take your leftover spaghetti, you kind of smush it in a pan. You might layer it maybe with some cheese,
Mm.
and then you bake.
Mozzarella
you bake
cheese.
it in.
My mom would also add cottage
Oh, really?
cheese because we were
Mhm.
fancy.
Oh,
Well,
that would
yeah.
be a really
Well, it's
lasagna.
because you couldn't afford the ricotta cheese.
Yeah, ricotta cheese is more expensive.
Yes, so we would do the
That's so
cottage
nasty.
cheese, and
Hi.
then my mom was really fancy. She'd crack an
Hi,
egg
baby.
in it and mix it all up, so it could be
Ooh, there you go.
a little
Sweet.
thicker
Hi,
consistency.
That's what I
Of
do
like
now.
a
Yeah,
ricotta. Yeah.
when I
God
make
bless God bless the mums who don't
spaghetti
have
bakes.
Wait,
don't
he's
have the
saying it was
budget,
for
but they make it.
2012. So
Oh. God bless the mums
When
who
is that
actually
old?
make something special when they ain't got the money. I love that.
Well,
Mhm.
I tell you, Mom
Mm.
and Dadman has seen it. We have been
Yeah.
in a hotel, and we've had like
No.
ketchup
No.
packets, hot water, and
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe something else. I don't know. And my mom would sit there and go, do, 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 and say, "Here, want some tomato soup?" And you're like, "What?
You are not on the show, dog.
Oh, wait.
Who are you
Just
talking to,
gig.
Amanda? Who are you
One
talking
dog.
Wait.
You hungry?
Ah,
She's talking to you.
Bucks,
my
that's
gosh.
good.
There we go. There we go.
There's the puppy treat. There.
There.
Dear God, this isn't my stream. You can't be coming onto other people's streams going, just type it in the chat, man.
No,
Guest star.
I will.
you will.
I will
Oh
always.
dear. But
This
you
chick
know,
will
the
always
really
get a treat from me.
for Amanda and the missus, there's actually a Poe food that we will never define as a Poe food.
I keep
And-
thinking of pho. Every time you say pho, I think of pho or I think of Kung Fu
Yeah,
Panda.
man, cut the extra hairs out of your ears, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Don't get
ears.
cold.
No, I don't.
But
I
you
only
can't
have one
hold
ear.
your hair grows in your ears.
But I mean,
Oh, look,
like the no-name
Amanda,
brand
there's big balls.
ramen.
She did. She got it. She got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why
The
she's no
no-
longer on the keyboard.
Yeah. But I mean, Mrs. and Empress, you understand this, and possibly Bucks too. I mean, honestly, if you add the right spices, which aren't that expensive, to ramen, that becomes a meal rather than an embarrassment.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I still have to do that these days
Yeah.
sometimes.
No,
I
I gotta
know.
say, I gotta say
Depending
this.
on the
I
paycheck, man.
gotta say hello to Jason
Well-
Fox. Hey, Jason,
Hey,
hell to
Jason.
you.
Hi,
Yeah,
Jason
yo.
Fox.
Guess what I had for dinner tonight?
Ramen.
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 I love
With-
ramen.
I had
Mr.
homemade mac
Ta-da.
and cheese.
Mr. Angel saying ta-da, Thanksgiving Day leftover lasagna, green light, the vegetables. Hey,
Nice.
but I got a question, Hungry. I'm gonna put you on the spot. now that we got Empress, we got Bucks,
Mhm.
like Buck Rogers. Bucky, we need to have you on Friday night for our last Buck Rogers show then, since you're Bucks now. What's Mrs. nickname, Hungry?
Mrs. Dadman.
He's not allowed to
Patience.
say that on. He's not allowed to say that on stream.
No, I would never say any. I would
No,
never. I
he
respect the
would.
missus too much. No, no, no,
I
no, no.
know. I'm teasing.
I do too. I don't scramble the egg, old man cometh. I just take and crack the egg in about 15 seconds before it's done, the all boiling and everything.
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
I do have a nickname for Mrs. I haven't shared yet.
Ooh,
Patience.
nickname reveal.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
no, and because of the first stream the missus and I did together.
Mhm.
Right.
Original Romana, but better. And she knows what I mean.
Oh, thank you.
Huh?
Thank you. I get it. You don't just.
I
never
heard about
mind.
the Pax Romana, but
Don't worry about it.
that's
None of your
a local-
business. Had to be there.
Oh,
Okay.
bean dumplings. The Mama
Yeah.
Bird made the ultimate po food.
How do
Bean
you make
dumplings.
bean dumpling? I guess you make it. You use the bean
Well-
as the flour to make the dumpling.
I got to tell you, my mom, and I'm sure there are other
Oh,
people
dear.
that had big families,
Excuse you.
but my mom fed 8 people
Mm.
on close to poverty level, and she would make a pound of meat, ground beef, literally last 4 meals.
Nice.
Mhm.
Wow.
You know,
My mom
Little
had to
bit
do
of
the same
cornflakes.
thing.
Meat makes meatloaf.
I mean,
Mm.
huh,
we'd have meatloaf
Yep.
with lots of oatmeal,
Mhm.
in
you
that
guys use
meatloaf.
oatmeal. We did cornflakes.
Mhm.
meatloaf was
Cornflakes are-
for Thanksgiving and Christmas only, and that was because Grandma was making it.
Is this for meatloaf? Or something like meatloaf? What
What-
what are the cornflakes and the
You
oatmeal
mix
for?
filler.
It's a yeah, it's
Miss-
like a binder and a filler.
Mr.
Oh,
Angel's
I
like
see.
curious now.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
ooh, Fred
It
Yeah.
says navy beans and flour. Yeah.
Interesting. I could see that.
Oh, that sounds kind of good, actually.
I know. I might have to try that.
Yeah, but I mean that's okay for Snorty because we all know
I
he
hated
ate
navy
hardtack
beans.
back in the 1860s. You ate hardtack, Snort.
Did you know
We
that there's
that.
actually 2 types of hardtack? There's actually a Yankee hardtack that's more the
Oh,
hardtack.
that don't
But
count.
we know there's also the Confederate. It was more corn based, the Johnny
Mm.
cakes. So
Yeah.
but, yeah. Don't you remember the stream I did where I talked about that stuff?
Why do you
I
think I
remember the
brought it
Johnny
up?
cakes.
Do you have you had Johnny cakes though, Becky?
Not exactly. We've been eating a lot more cornbread though. That's really good with bean soup.
Oh yeah,
No.
beans.
Cornbread.
And I made it the other night just as a treat.
Do you
Oh, there
use
you
a
go.
cast iron skillet to make your cornbread?
No, because I gotta get mine restored, basically.
Mm.
I went through a rough time, did not take care of it. I gotta see if I can fix it up before I
Well, I tell you,
before I
take
attempt
it
to
and
replace it.
put. Is it just need to be reseasoned?
No, I
Just a
think
little
it
bit.
needs to be like scrubbed and then reseasoned.
Reseasoned.
Like it'll be a heck of a process.
Yeah.
Might
Throw
just
in
give
a-
it to my father-in-law and get a new one.
Do you have a fireplace?
No, we've got a
If you have an open fire, throw it in the open
Yeah.
fire and let it just cook
Sit
a little
there?
bit.
Cast
Yeah.
iron
okay.
seasoning on an open fire.
I have tons of
Jack
cast
Frost
iron.
nipping
I
at
love
your
cast iron. If,
nose. It's been said many
But
I
if
times.
really
you-
like it, and I want to use it more because
if
it
you
works so
cook-
well.
yes, and if you eat a lot of cornbread, what you do is you take and you put some butter in the cast iron, stick it in the oven, and heat it up.
Yep.
Mix your cornbread up,
Mm.
dump it in it, put it back in. Oh my gosh, it gets the most amazing crust. I actually,
Ooh.
for a while, I was making cornbread with no flour. It just was with cornmeal,
Yeah.
and it was the
Mm.
best
Well,
cornbread ever.
Mr. Angel did say that you kept the X-Mad dinner left over too long in the fridge, and when it tries eating you, or radiation. And
When
Edge of
it
Time-
opens the refrigerator for you, you know
There.
it's been in too long.
Exactly. Edge of Time saying oats aren't food. Soda consumption is pointless, just a vehicle for salt or sugar. And then he says, just cook some bacon, cast iron seasoned. I love I tell you, it's Mr. Angel likes copper. See, I think it depends on what your flame source, though. He likes copper pans. I know you're really big with cast iron. I like the cast iron. Old
Copper
man Cummeth
pans
only
are
cooks in
nice.
cast iron.
There's
What's
this copper pans are nice. I've just there are some things you gotta be a bit more careful about, like if
Mhm.
it's really acidic, I think.
Yeah, sometimes the
Uh,
transfer of it.
But
Well, Edgerton
yeah,
is saying carbon steel. I've not heard of carbon steel. Snortopoopas says cast iron skillets are so versatile. Yeah, exactly. You can cook
I
at them and
agree
smack people
completely.
upside the head. And hello, Putin's cat. Welcome.
Putin's cat.
Bacon.
But yeah, because it's like I am struggling with cooking at my mom's house right now for that y'all know. I got to edit because YouTube has taken 2 more away from me, so we're back to 628. But basically, I am having to readjust to cooking on electric stove now, and
I hate electric stoves.
it is
That's
starting
what I
to
grew
drive
up
me
with.
crazy.
I hate it.
Well, it's starting.
Hate it.
I did too, but it's really starting to drive me crazy because the missus, always talked about liking gas, growing up on gas, all this stuff. When we go camping, gas, flame, all that. But the heart, it's getting very stove top. I mean, I can make the cake in the oven. That turns out fine. The oven, but the stove tops are just like they want to burn stuff quicker. It's you can't really adjust the heat. You can,
The way it
but it's
distributes
different.
heat is just different. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do not like those glass top stoves.
Oh no, I hate those.
I guess
Yeah.
what
Hey,
I'm
Jedi Bill.
suffering.
No.
Yeah.
Hello, Jedi Bill. Welcome
Hello,
in tonight,
Jedi Bill.
Jedi Bill. Good to see you.
I like my gas stove.
Oh.
I have a few pots that I like. I have a few pots that I use. I have some big stock pots that my mom gave me a set. Or all of us. It's so funny. My mom bought us all sets of the stock pots and forgot to buy herself a set. Like, Mom, she's like, I just forgot. But yeah, I am very, and I cook with a wok. I use a wok now all the
I
time.
have a wok. I want to use it more.
Woks are good. They actually distribute heat pretty well.
I take my dog on a walk every day.
Nice one.
That's good. Very responsible.
Propane is I can't do King of the Hill, but hey, our local gas companies.
Well.
Yeah, well, you think so? Oh,
yeah, no, anyway. That was good.
But I lost it. But our local gas company sells gluten-free propane.
Thing I've ever seen.
And
Mr. A brings up a good point.
Hungry. Did you get the joke?
I got
our
the
local
joke,
gas company sells gluten-free propane.
Nice.
They actually have it on a sign.
Yeah, exactly.
I want my propane with gluten.
There you go.
We went one time to a restaurant, and this lady was so proud. They had gluten-free buns. There was like hot dogs and things, and we said, we need a gluten-free bun, and she was so proud of this fact. She goes, "I want to let you know, I have bought special mayonnaise that says it's gluten-free, so that you don't have to worry about it."
That's like carob instead of chocolate. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, my concern
no gluten
is
in it.
It's
egg. There is none. It was that whole time when they were just everything through gluten-free on the label.
Yeah.
Gluten-free mustard, gluten-free this, but yes, I just felt so bad because I wanted to say, sweetie, all mayonnaise is gluten-free. But
unless you're making it really bad.
But it's not egg-free. Egg-free mayonnaise, what the hell?
That's not.
No, there is no such thing as
egg-free. We talk about allergies and stuff. Always consult your doctors and stuff here. But I did not realize Mr. Angel said people with a copper allergy should not use the copper pans.
Oh yeah, I got a copper allergy. I only learned about that after wearing a copper ring for like 3 months, and then my finger went green.
Oh, wow,
not ideal.
Yeah,
but cast iron can be very helpful for iron deficiencies.
Oh, really?
So, oh yeah, because the iron will get into your food.
No, Putin had to stop using olive oil and use baking grease in the nonstick pans. Olive oil just gets sticky and messes them up. Mr. Angel yells, "Give me fire,
Bacon
give me
grease tastes
death!
better.
I hate cooking. Sounds electric." I do. Cooking with electric, he meant. And Sort of Poopa said the Sergeant Saunders Combat Comic Cookbooks, Chapter 7, Cooking with Flamethrowers.
No, I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I just felt so bad for her. She was so
Oh,
proud
waiter
of
Dan
herself.
and I have a gluten-free water.
Nice.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody, they were like, gluten-free
Now-
Cheerios. I'm not buying those, because they were upset about the whole, like, now everybody's jumping on this fad, changing ingredients.
Mhm.
Now,
It's like,
Snort of Poopas. I'm
unless you
sorry,
get
go
the
ahead.
whole wheat ones. Well, just unless
Yeah.
you get like whole wheat specialty something. Cheerios are gluten-free. They're made with
gluten-free.
oats.
Yep.
It's kind
they're
of the whole
point of them.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, let me say, Snort of Poopas, I'm sad that Lisa and Lady V Elements are not here with this comment that your buns are gluten-free.
Oh, you
That
have a
would've been-
gluten-free Maximus? Cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Good one.
Nice,
Thank
Amanda.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Oh
Poopa's
gosh,
Cat, something
Mr.
you
Angel
can
said
do.
this restaurant is so correct.
Sorry.
Even our gluten are gluten-free.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I get
Poopa's
so
Cat,
crushed.
something that you can do. I'm sorry, real quick.
Go ahead.
With the bacon grease container,
This one
you
here.
can just put it into a jar with some water and then put it upside down.
Obviously, put a
Ideally,
lid
something where you
on
can
it.
get it out. Yeah, just like a container with some water, so that the impurities separate as well, like the little burnt bits and stuff like that. Like a
My bacon
Tupperware
grease
container would probably be
is
good.
pour it over the dog's food.
There you go.
Well, there you go. There's something.
My bacon grease container
We
is.
use water bottles, but that's only
I
temporary.
have
when we're out
I have
camping.
3 big old things of bacon grease in my refrigerator.
Wow.
I just got so much of it.
When my husband
Yeah.
was in the military, and in the dorms and stuff, there was a guy who tried pouring bacon grease into a styrofoam cup.
Oh.
It didn't work out well, just so you know. And something about the chemicals made it so that that part of the floor was always like slippery or sticky or just nasty. So they would always fail the dorm checks. Always.
Oh, jeez.
Like he tried everything to clean it.
Metal in the microwave. Ta-da!
Don't tell Stunning that about barbecuing a T-Rex over a volcano.
Does it count if I did that with a Giganotosaurus in Ark Survival?
Well, you could try it, but this is the old time. This is what my grandmother did to, coffee can. That would be the way to let your grease that. So
that reminds me. Go ahead.
Well, because Putin's cat was saying, well, I guess the problem is the bits end up at the bottom with the bacon when he adds the hot grease to the top. Just a cooler, looking store for it. So the teacup is more attractive. But I guess the bacon bits fall to the bottom. Is there?
Just on the coffee tin, that just reminded me of something funny. This is very unrelated, but we're on a squirrel stream, so this is the place for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
My grandma, so my grandpa, he's a Folgers man through and through. Hey, I can't remember
why?
their
Because it's the
jingle
best
anymore.
part of waking up.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yep.
I was trying to think of it.
Thank you so much.
Part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Oh, that was perfect. Note for note. Well done. Well done. That was
and with that, goodbye, folks.
Yeah, so he was Folgers through and through, but they're a lot more expensive than the store brand. So my grandma, she just kept the one Folgers tin and refilled it when he wasn't paying attention. With the store brand. And every morning, love Folgers. Best coffee.
The best part of waking
nothing.
up is peeing, going back to sleep. Nice
3 times if you're over 45 and a male. Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
I pee all the time. I found this one on Amazon. Not encouraging anybody to buy anything, please. Just here's one bacon grease thing that if you wanted to get something fancy schmancy, it looks like Dadman posted it, but I did.
Why don't you pull it up and share the screen then?
Oh, I could. I didn't even think of doing that.
And then we can see what it looks like.
I'm such a goofball.
But no, hey,
here we
make
go.
sure to hit the like button, folks. We got 9 likes, 13 people watching. So let's.
And by the way, with coffee, even if the coffee is a little bit worse than other coffee, a little bit of chicory in it makes wonderful flavors.
So here's this
Ooh,
one.
nice. Ooh, I like that.
And it strains it over the top.
Mm.
Has a little strainer there. I think that's kind of cute. That's the cheaper one. And then let's see. They have some that are kind of a little more fancified, but that have words on them. You have to decipher them. What is it called when you're reading? So anyway, there's a bunch of them here. You can get this one. It's just only $25. Not. So anyway,
Yeah, that's neat.
they got some cool ones there. But I like the
Mr.
fact
Angel,
that they have the
no.
little.
Is that a piggy?
I think
Is
they
that
were
a
your
piggy in
enemy.
red? Is that a
Yes.
piggy in the red?
Yes.
This one is, yes.
Oh, that's cute.
That one is cute. Let's see what that one looks like.
Oh,
Oh, it's
no,
good
Mr.
too.
A. No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, the missus have read me the.
Oh, yes.
That may be.
I don't think they were your friend. I think they were trying to like friend break up with you.
Oh, those are cute.
You know? That is cute.
Bacon grease holder. Wow. I'd still like the idea of just doing a coffee can. It just seems because you could get a lot more with it.
The big thing is that not the being able to strain it.
Mhm.
Which I mean, you could buy a strainer and pour the grease through it there, even with just a coffee can.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I just saw
Don't
them
worry,
since we're
honey.
talking
You'll
about
still
'em.
get all the bacon grease and the hamburger grease and all the greasy grease.
I do not. My cast iron skillets is soap does not. They say that you can use soap now.
No, don't.
I don't
No,
use soap.
no.
I use hot water, and I got a special. It's actually like a little bit of a chain mail.
Mhm.
And I use that if there's any like if I burnt something on it, something sticking, which isn't often. But then I just kind of do a clean, wipe it dry with a paper towel. Then I put it on the stove, turn the stove on, throw some grease in it, and spread it all around. Let it smoke and dry completely, and then I'm done with it.
Yep,
I just
gotta
let
get
the
all the
dog lick
moisture out.
mine. Done.
Yeah.
Your cast iron? My
But I
gosh.
I have so much cast iron. It's crazy. I've
I
got
haven't
3
used my
Dutch
cast iron
ovens.
skillets in years.
I've got 3 Dutch ovens. I've got 2 of
Yeah.
them that have legs. I have a humongous one. It's what probably the diameter is what 18
About 18
inches,
inches.
20,
Yeah.
18, 20 inches. It is humongous.
That's enormous.
Yeah, sesame
Now,
cooked bacon in that.
So now Putin's cat says, as long as they can take it hot and pour the grease and use leftover in pan to cook his eggs. I think you do that too. You cook your eggs in the bacon grease, Mrs.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
scrambled eggs, but you don't use scrambled. But either
I
way, you
don't
still use the hot bacon grease. And Edge of Time said that the lard made his kitchen stink, cured him of pork fat. So,
Ah.
oh gosh. Store Poop is telling Mr. Angel that he's heard human fat can be used to season your pans.
And still tastes like pork.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now,
Tastes like
see,
chicken. Tastes like chicken.
now, see,
No, cannibals say that we taste like pork, like pig.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, well, actually,
I had a book
that's
about
why in New,
cannibals, but I don't know what happened to it.
I mean, for Amanda, that's why I don't mean to be gross here, but the nickname for white fellas in New Guinea when they first encountered us was long pig.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
Because we
interesting,
were
folks.
pigs. We tasted like pigs with long legs.
Well, there you go, folks. Our Antipodean folks bring us something we never knew. I appreciate that. So, and that was in Papua New Guinea, you said?
Yeah, yep.
All
Yep.
right. I just
Although
love
everything improved after World War II because we
I
were on
love the
same
name
side.
Papua New Guinea and Celebes, or whatever. Now, Obi Kelmet does not like coffee makers. He has a cant stove you use on the stove. Yeah, Mrs., you've got a French press. You've got
I've got
other type of
3
coffee
French
pots.
presses. I've got a coffee mill, a bean grinder. I have a drip where I can do the drip coffee. I also have a coffee maker for people that don't give a crap.
People you don't like.
But if they don't care about the time it takes to make a cup of coffee, then I'll just
good point.
throw some in there and
I don't care.
that's fine.
I don't like coffee.
I don't like coffee, really.
Oh.
Part of it, I can't handle caffeine well at
Yeah.
all. It just makes my anxiety really bad. So and decaf coffee is not very good.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
man.
but sometimes I'll make a cup of coffee just because I
Yeah.
like the smell. Because my dad was a big coffee guy. Well, is like he roasts his own coffee.
I don't do that.
He refuses to get it pre-ground because it loses flavor over time after it's been ground.
Yep.
Very briefly, he was a co-owner of a coffee company.
Oh, how
But it was with his brother, and his brother's a butthead, to say the least. So that didn't last too long.
Oh.
I find it funny, especially seeing Putin's cat's comment there about instant coffee. My mom doesn't care as long as it has caffeine, so she will get instant coffee, and every time he sees it, he's just disgusted.
But I will honestly say instant coffee is not that bad.
Yeah,
I used to
Well,
I
does
put
not
a little
I
like
don't
bit.
like
coffee.
instant coffee. I mean,
I
it's,
put like a
does
little
not
bit
like
into
coffee.
like my hot cocoa for like a little bit of a mocha something flavor.
What was you used to do the stuff where they oh my gosh, what was it where you would it was a trend there for a while where you'd use instant coffee, something, and you would stir and
Such an
stir and
angry
stir and
dog.
stir and stir and stir and stir and stir.
Every time I stop petting her,
Coffee
I'm
Del
sorry.
Gata, something like
No,
that.
it's fine. It's hilarious. The dog does not like coffee. That is a tea
Yeah.
drinking
I guess.
it's like when Amanda can't stop petting the dog. No, Mrs., go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
I was trying to remember the you would make it this coffee.
Yeah, then it'd be like a foam.
Yes, and yes.
A creamer on the coffee. Yeah.
It was a big.
Well, people
big
they were
trend there
whipping
for a while.
just the coffee into it would just be a foam drink, or like they would put it on other things, but sometimes they would just drink it as
I wish I could remember.
Well, snort poop is telling us the old high earth sign word for human translates as tastes like pork, but not as smart. And now Mr. Angel says the aliens taste like pork. Actually, pigs have less parasites than humans. And greetings to you, Sci-Fi Nation. Welcome in tonight with us tonight. Good
This
to see.
is it's.
Man, that dog.
No, it's cracking me up.
Jeez.
I love it.
Delgado.
Nation.
It was
This is my
Delgado
house.
coffee.
Yeah.
Delgado
I pay the
coffee. What
bills.
is that?
Delgana.
Delgana?
Yes. You would.
Wow.
Yes.
So
I
at least
was-
I don't do coffee or tea, to be honest.
No coffee,
I
no
just stick
tea.
with hot cocoa.
I
That's
like
my hot
cocoa.
drink.
Coke, tequila, and rockstar fruit punch.
Okay, well, how do you people on this panel do when you do drink coffee? How do you drink it? Cream, sugar?
With so much cream and sugar that it's not coffee anymore. I can't
Mr.
honestly
Angel-
call it
Sorry,
coffee.
Mr. Angel is now asking who's in the dog fight. No, that's Amanda's dog that will not quit growling if she quits petting her. So, okay, so you like it jacked up with
It's
cream
Hungry and
sugar.
Amanda's dog going at it.
Oh, gosh, Mr.
Yeah.
Now it's hungry. Okay, so Bucky,
Yeah.
you like
Well,
it
this
jacked
make
up
you-
with all kinds of
here.
sugar and cream.
So
correct?
everybody can see the
Everything.
evilness that is you.
Yep, that's you, buddy.
No, it's Fizzgig.
That's a cute little man. Look at that.
Hello.
Oh.
It is-
Aww,
Oh,
you monster.
Yeah.
Look at you, you little war criminal.
So if you type in puppy treat, then Amanda gives the puppy. A
now
puppy
someone has to do it because she heard you.
treat. Well, every 5 minutes. So somebody put in puppy treat out there. So that's cool.
This is me. There.
I'm not wearing cat pants. Please,
Putin?
cat. I still
Yeah,
haven't.
I'm not wearing
I haven't
pants.
gotten permission from. Was it Lady V?
Yeah, Lady V. Yeah.
I haven't gotten permission to put pants back on since last time.
I bet that may
I've just
go
been going around in socks. It's been very awkward.
I bet
Oh
that
my
made going
gosh.
grocery shopping interesting.
Oh my
Yeah, and then Sunday going to my grandma's house for my sister's birthday. Whew, that
Oh,
was a little weird.
I bet.
Once I get home, no pants, no bra, and now that I'm back off of camera, no shirt.
There is
There
you go.
actually a
Wow.
coming up. I don't know if it's tomorrow or the next day. It is National No Pants Day, and it is
Hey.
basically when you get off work, stripping down to your undergarments.
I wonder if my husband
I'm
could get away
sitting
with
here
doing
in a
that.
pair of boy
That'd be
shorts
very
that
funny.
have the flash across my ass. That's about all I got
There
on.
you go. All right.
Nice one.
It's where he belongs.
We jumped
Hell
off.
yeah.
This is a perfect squirrel string because we went off of the topic of coffee. We're going to come back to it and say, "Are you wearing pants?" I don't know. It depends by the moment what we do at a moment. But that
If
is
I'm here,
interesting.
I'm not wearing pants.
No.
Snortopupus always
Nope,
says,
I
"What are
respect it.
pants?" You know. So Bucky, you're too funny with that. So, oh my goodness. But okay, so Bucky, you like it jacked up with all kinds of cream and sugar. Putin's
So
cat
much.
does not. It's big and brownish. I guess the unprocessed sugar. It's big and brownish, but not brown
Oh,
sugar.
like sugar
Oh,
in the raw?
castor.
I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah.
could be castor. Is it no? Castor is real fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Sugar in
raw
the raw
sugar.
is usually like cane sugar because a lot of
Grogu
the
was listening.
Mm.
So, all right. So, Mrs., how do you take your coffee? though?
Well, I like it. I like it with nothing in it, and I like it strong.
Mm.
But this is that coffee that Delgado I was talking to you about.
I like it black and overly strong too.
That looks like a meringue.
No,
What the hell's that?
it is. What you do is you take 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, white sugar, hot water, and you whip it with like a whisk.
Mm.
And then you have the coffee and the ice at the bottom, and then you pour that on top, and you can gently stir it if you want to.
That's a dessert. That's not a coffee.
Yeah.
It's quite strong. It's quite
Sounds like
strong.
it would be because it's a lot of instant coffee to
2
very
table-
little.
Yes.
Oh,
Mrs., you made that
Very
such
little
an easy
water.
joke. I like it strong. So unlike your men.
Ow.
Oh, you're funny, aren't you? Yeah, just goodbye.
I like my coffee like I like my women. I don't
you
like
go.
women.
Oh, you brought me back. Jeez.
No,
go figure that
I
one
like
out.
my coffee nice and strong, like my women. You know.
Yes.
I like my
Like-
coffee like 1981 Grace Jones.
Oh, dear.
There you go.
You
Sugar in the
got
raw.
the joke.
Yes, better
Yeah.
than white. No clue. Yep, exactly. Now, see. So in a couple days we have no pants days, right?
Something.
Sugar in
something
the
real-
Raw sounds like a really great band name.
I know.
Sugar in
Yeah.
the raw, it's cane sugar that hasn't been bleached or anything like that. Most of the
nice.
white sugar and stuff that you get at grocery stores is usually beet sugar.
I like
Mm.
my bleached sugar.
Well, it's from sugar beets as well, so it's totally different.
Oh, we don't
You're
have
gonna
that here.
learn about me, Bucky. My thing of food is the magical food fairies put it in the grocery store for me, and I go buy it.
Hey, fair
Right.
enough.
There's a picture of it. That's sugar in the raw.
That's confusing me. See, we are a sugarcane country here, one of the greatest exporters of rum. And so no, I'm
I
not
should
relating
just
to
like
this
rum.
at all. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's a lot cheaper to
Okay.
make beet sugar,
Mm.
and then a lot of people prefer like how it looks and stuff when it's
It dissolves.
whitened and stuff. It dissolves a lot quicker, I think. But again, it's cheaper. You can
Mm.
grow it in a lot more places than you can
Like Europe.
cane sugar.
Yeah.
So
Like the cold
yeah,
places.
so
Oh, Snortopupus
Uh,
does not like coffee, though. Wow, that is interesting.
Join the club, buddy. Join the club.
Sci-Fi Nation beet sugar is just as good as cane sugar. Michigan is the sugar beetle capital.
oh, is it? I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Hey, Sci-Fi Nation, by the
Yeah,
way. Hello.
yeah.
Hello,
Oh.
sci-fi.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I do. I've heard about Cosme. I've been on a few of those too. So, well, we're gonna have to look at doing stuff down the road. We've got it. So, Mr. Angel said he does like the no pants day. People on the street and some cars. Blue lights apparently don't. Exactly. That's what I say. I'd be pantless all the time, but they don't. They won't let me.
We also
But
can't.
what you do is wear a kilt, Dad.
No. Dadman does not wear a kilt. As white as his legs probably are, no.
I've seen
Actually,
worse.
he wears shorts all the time. His legs are pretty
Oh,
dark
thank God. 'Cause
underneath.
Yeah,
There
wear-
is
wear a
there
kilt.
is nothing worse than a man with such white legs that if you take him onto the beaches of Florida, you can't tell where the sand starts and the legs start.
My
Nice.
legs are sexy. They are not white like that. I've got some natural
Get a
skin
kilt.
tone in it.
There you
It
go.
needs-
There you go.
They're not white. I would say they are bisque. the color bisque. But yeah, so
How often are you looking at
I'm a
Dadman's
simp now.
legs?
I saw him in shorts. He shared pictures of him and the missus. Okay, I've seen his legs.
I am
had the
paler
movie
than
theater
I'm
the other
paler
day.
than Dadman.
I'm sorry.
But I've
Why are
almost
you sending hungry pictures of you with Mrs.
He
showing off
didn't
your
send them.
legs?
They were on his stream. On his
No,
stream.
they were, and also
Oh,
yeah,
you're
it was on the
sharing that? Okay.
And actually, there was one on Tweet Twat the other day where I showed my leg when we were waiting for the movie to start. So it's National Strip Your Skivvy Days all natural. I'll be stressed. Thank you very much. Exactly. So, all right. So let's see what we got here. Cosme Talk. Let's see. Snort Poopa said his legs are covered white fur, all four of them. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, so yeah, and I tell you, the problem is, students, we're coming to the end of the Buck Rogers, and we just wanted to come together. It's a lot to try to run a show and talk about it as it's live, and this is the format we had. And honestly, there's so much stuff going on here now. It's
and we only have one ep. We only have one ep, and then the recap to do. We've only got one ep left.
Yeah, exactly. So we're getting to the end of that. Mrs., are you done showing your?
it's just stuff comes along. I'll find stuff and pop
Going
it
with the
on.
flow.
Before the
Absolutely.
blood pressure got bad, I used to drink a triple shot latte, and sometimes 3 of them in one day.
No, I wouldn't. I just like coffee.
I don't like it
Okay,
when
how
it's
do you
really
shot a
strong.
latte? Are you putting alcohol in it?
Okay, a traditional latte, no, it has 1 shot of espresso. And
Extra
then,
caffeine.
Yeah, so then you have 2 other shots. So it's like 3 lattes, but in 1 cup, but with less milk.
Well, because 1 espresso, 1 shot of espresso, that is a full drink on its own, technically. A very small drink, but it's a full serving.
Yes. And sometimes I knew the baristas would cheat, so I'd order a double shot latte and then order an espresso to go along with it, and then I can make it the way I like it by just pouring it in.
I just can't figure out how you have shots in a coffee drink.
You do
A shot is a measurement in this case.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And it's like how you can do a shot. Like you were talking about my kids doing shots of blue milk.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so it's just
which
a
we
measurement.
cannot find. We cannot find our blue milk. I want.
Don't test me. I will mail it to you, and I won't tell you, and it will sit in your P.O. box for a long time.
And then it becomes blue cheese.
That's where it comes from.
Then we lose our P.O. box because of what was sent to us. Oh man,
It's hazardous
Oh, yeah.
materials. Yeah, there you go. Sort of
Exactly,
purpose.
hazardous materials. Exactly.
The last blue cheese of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Last.
no.
Man, you guys.
Straight from the source.
Don't worry, Dadman. I'll get back at him this.
Yeah, you will.
Saturday.
You will.
So-
Look, I can't talk about that movie, Empress, but I've seen the movie. I have seen The Last Jedi, and oh my God, there are moments where it still makes me laugh. It was so terrible.
Actually, that is a good question. I know you guys have a stream on Saturday at 5. How late are you
Yes.
guys going?
It depends. The miss is probably maybe 2-3 hours. I think. I mean, I usually do karaoke after that. But what's up?
Boot, Mary, Kill, Star Wars edition.
Oh, you want to do it at night, not in the daytime?
It gets bad. It's not a good daytime.
It's not a good daytime stream. Well, let's say we'll go till 8
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll
because
start at 9-ish. Started at 9 then.
okay.
Hungry? Does that work for you?
Probably. I mean,
The
You
answer
gotta-
is yes. The
You
answer
got
is
to
yes,
translate
ma'am.
the time for him, though.
An
You gotta
hour
trans-
before when you started tonight.
oh, that'll be fine.
Okay. I mean,
A
that's
little
gonna be
early,
your
but
answer
that'll be fine.
regardless. You'll live.
I'll live.
We know Sammy looks cute.
Oh,
Love
Aw.
Sammy. Yeah, absolutely. So
Aw.
okay.
Yeah,
Mr.
because
Angel says
even if that stream, even if
Yes,
I
go
don't
ahead.
get the build done, I will like just do a blocking out the boredom the next day or so.
Okay,
Right.
because right, Kitty might be joining us, and Cassie will be joining us.
Very
Oh,
nice.
all right. Well, hey, uh, Mr. Angel says Doppio Espresso Ristretto. For me, half the water, 4 times the coffee, still no more liquid than a normal espresso, but it looks like a thick syrup, 2 of those in the morning, and you're awake for a week or two.
You
That's
need one,
interesting.
Dad Man.
I know. I need some of
I
that.
read
So
that totally wrong.
I read that. Yeah.
If I have a
I-
coffee in the morning, I will
Oh,
be
All
up
right.
until 3 a.m. that night.
Snorter
Minimum.
Snortopus is
Poopus.
passing out, and we haven't even gotten to the
Oh,
ice cream
nutty-o,
tonight yet.
snorty. Nutty-o.
Oh, good
Nutty-o.
night, Snorter
Good
Take
night,
care,
Poopus.
Snorter
Snortopus.
Poopus.
Hey.
Bye.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Yep, I know you old fart. You just go to sleep so
You
early.
start
I
hearing
gotta be
the
up in
dog
7
growling.
hours.
You gotta be up when?
In 7 hours.
Oh
Well,
dear.
still, you're young. You're young.
My job's physical. I work in fast food.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's a question. Since we're talking about coffee, and we have 3 extraordinarily funny women here, I did
Who's
want
the
to
third
ask.
one?
Hey, don't you do that, Bucks?
That man.
Out of the 3, oh wow, I didn't see that one coming. Excellent. This actually brings up my question. So, for any of you lovely women,
Yes.
have you ever? Oh dear God, have you
Yes,
ever?
hungry.
Oh, your falsetto was killing me.
Oh, big boy.
Have you ever enjoyed
Hungry.
stand-up comedy, like
Hungry.
at the event, not just watching it on
Hungry.
television? Don't you do
I've
that?
never
Oh,
been
you
to
drive me
a
hungry.
comedy show at all. No.
Oh,
So what did he
okay.
I've
ask?
seen videos and stuff. I enjoy.
That man,
You
if
like
your
stand-up
stand-up voice
comedy?
feels
Okay,
hungry, can I
Dad
I
have
Man.
can't
everybody?
believe Hungry ignored me.
Okay,
Okay, I'll be
Dad
quiet.
Man. Shh, because I couldn't
Yep.
hear hungry. Hungry. Say that again.
Well, I was just wondering if any of you 3 had been to live stand-up comedy shows, even open mic nights.
Yes.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes.
What about you, Empress?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then let me readjust the question.
But I watch Randy Feltface on YouTube.
Yeah, no, but in terms of watching stand-up comedies, do you guys have any favorite stand-up comedians?
Randy Feltface.
There you go.
Hungry was
No.
the bitch
You know who
tonight.
he is, hungry. You better know who he is.
I do, but sometimes I go a little bit old guard, and
Okay, well, I thought you were going for more nowadays. I mean, obviously, I have, the classics are like George Carlin and Richard Pryor and everybody who was never
Yes.
You
politically
know. You
correct.
know who I saw is standing. Bob Newhart.
very
I went and
good.
saw Bob Newhart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Not the uh not what you see on TV.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Red Fox, he was fantastic.
Mm.
Flip Wilson, that's how he got his TV show. He was fantastic.
Bill
Carlin,
Burr's pretty
obviously.
good.
Yeah, Bill Burr and
I like Jim Gaffigan.
yeah, Gaffigan's funny. Gaffigan's very funny, and Gaffigan doesn't swear. He doesn't cuss
That's
at all.
that's a bonus.
Well,
Don't need to worry so much about like if the kids hear or something.
But
Yeah.
also to back you up there, Bucks. The thing is that if you can make a joke without going blue, it means you've actually constructed your joke very carefully. And I think sometimes if you can go G or PG, it's better than just some numbnut who just cusses all the time and occasionally throws a joke in every 10 minutes.
Yeah, shock value. It loses its effectiveness.
Yeah.
Yep.
That. But by the way, back in the day, Broger used to love watching the Bob Newhart show.
Oh yeah, that was
Yes,
very popular
oh.
here.
And I guess
Oh,
Emily has a
Izzard.
horsey whiskey.
Oh.
All right, another animal.
I'm looking
So-
for it. I'm looking. Give me a sec.
Well,
I
what
mean,
are some of the old TV shows that y'all did like back in the 70s?
Oh my
and
gosh,
stuff
I
like
can't even remember what shows were in the 70s.
that? Well, I
Kojak,
never really, I
Columbo.
never really got to see
Yes.
WKRP Cincinnati, much, but I still.
Oh, that
when
was a great show.
When you told me about
I'd
that
like
turkey
that.
flying
That's
turkey episode,
in my hometown, so I had to watch that show.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
So do y'all
You
have
would have
flying
been
turkeys?
marched across the border.
Oh,
Do y'all have flying turkeys up there, though, Amanda? That's what I want to know. Do y'all have flying turkeys up there?
no, we have flying pigs.
Really?
You don't know about the Cincinnati flying pig?
No, I don't know. But good night, Mr. Angel. You're getting dragged
Nadio,
back to
Mr.
bed.
Angel.
I thought he was going to be like, okay, good night, Amanda, bye. Yeah, that's kind of like our
Well, that's
animal
all for here for tonight.
By the way, I just remembered. I've got one for you. Eddie Izzard, hungry.
Oh, I love Eddie Izzard, particularly
Oh.
his stuff in the 90s. That was
Oh my
fantastic.
God.
Your favorite joke and mine probably.
Oh
But do
my
you have a flag?
Oh my God.
That was too funny.
I mean, my guy that was just, in the context, the whole context, because it's working in the history and everything. But do you have a flag? It's just so great.
Who's that cute chubby guy who's really funny?
Gabriel
Don
Iglesias?
Rickles.
No. John Panette? Is that how you pronounce his
John
name?
Panette. John
Get
Panette.
out of the line!
Yeah, no. The best joke he ever made was that he says, and my doctor told me to get some NyQuil. And I'm a heavy guy. And I look at it. I read the instructions like my doctor told me. And it said, while using, don't operate heavy equipment. And then he looks at himself and he says, I am heavy equipment.
That's a good one.
If you need a good laugh, especially if you're like, most of us, when we go to a fast food restaurant, we know what we want, we get it, we order it, we go. And he makes fun of those people that
Oh, yeah.
look at the signs and he's like, I hate lines. Like going to McDonald's and that person just looking at it. He's like, just tell me what you want. I can tell you the menu forwards, backwards. Get out of the line. Go to KFC. They got chicken. What do you want? And they got chicken. Get out of the line. I'm just like, oh my God.
And then Empress, and then he follows on with that. I love that whole set he did. And he says, this is why I go to Chinese buffets. And I love them, but they don't like me.
No.
They see me coming through the door and they're like, oh, we need to close now. He's going to eat us out of house at home.
Oh, and
I've seen some of his stuff. I
the
love
voices he does are amazing.
Yes.
Isn't he the one where he talked with when he went to an Italian place and he said something like, I want food, and they were like, we will feed you.
Yes,
that's him. That's him. I think it's the same routine where he talks about he goes to a water park and he's like, he makes fun of the people from I think they were Japan going, oh, free wooey.
Yeah. And then with the Italian joke, what Bucks was referring to when he did the live version of that, he says, and I said to myself, I think I found my people.
He's great. So if you have not seen this guy, definitely check him out. Oh my God,
there's 6 hours of his stuff on YouTube. You just look at it's John, and then it's PINETTE. John Panette.
Yeah, John Panette. He's all over YouTube. He's just so fantastic.
And
you
hello
know who else
to
is
Corey
good?
Cochran.
Hey,
good
Corey.
to see you, Corey, and
Hi,
hail
Corey.
to the king of New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Actually, Wes Cagle, you're in time. We were about to start playing that, but these guys are out of control. But hey,
No. But I just want to bring up a couple of other, and I say this with
you
respect,
be here
big
4 hours.
boys.
You go now. You have to pay.
Yes, Wes.
You know who else was? I mean, he was a little bit more blue, but he was a great big boy comedian. Was Ralphie May, and he was really good. He was a little bit more naughty though, a little bit more naughty. And oh boy, a lot
I've
of the
seen
big
some of his
boys were
stuff.
really funny.
So funny.
He's so
Especially
funny,
his military humor.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that cracks me up.
And he
I
was
married
actually-
into a big military family, so.
Well, his wife married into a big family, and it was just him.
Hey, guess what? Yay! I'm down to 627 now. We got to edit it. We're down to 627.
Oh,
Yay!
I'm a big boy. I'm
That's
allowed to
okay.
say that
So,
joke.
so here's one that's funny. As a kid, Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg, all of them were all together back in the days.
Mhm.
And I never got this joke till I became an adult. It's the one where Robin Williams takes his arm and he's got that hairy arm and he goes, talking about eating out the woman.
Oh no!
First time I saw that, I was under teens. I had
Oh
no idea
no!
what it was talking about. Then my dad's like, "Here, you want to try watching this now as a teenager?" Sure, I got it real quick.
Oh yeah, it's amazing the stuff that I didn't get as a kid, and I still don't get as an adult. But that's okay.
Like even Looney
like
Tunes and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Mrs. Ooh, did you get your ice cream yet?
No, I did not. Do you want your ice cream?
Sure, if you don't mind.
You know what? I might get some ice cream too.
I made you a thing of food for lunch tomorrow, so it's in the fridge.
Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That is nice.
I shall return.
All right.
I'm on ice cream duty.
Yay! Hey, love it. Thank you. Speaking of which, do y'all have favorite ice cream flavors?
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
They don't make
Orange
mine
Grove
anymore.
55. Hey, Orange Grove, good to see you.
Hi, Orange Grove.
We're
They
gonna
don't
talk
have
some ice
Heavenly
cream now.
Hash anymore because another thing called hash became legal and popular.
Oh,
They don't make Heavenly Hash as a brand anymore.
I can't find it anywhere, even online.
I've seen Rocky Road. That's probably the closest thing I've seen.
It's not quite the same though. Sometimes I can't always do the nuts because my teeth. I've got some spots that nuts get stuck in.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
That's that Rocky Road, and all I'm hearing is Weird Al. I love Rocky Road.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I thought you
Good
were
song.
reacting to Yes Cold. I didn't know what the hell you were reacting to.
I thought you were reacting to me saying that my teeth can't handle nuts.
I was biting my tongue, Bucks. I was biting
But
my
now
tongue.
you got that in my head now too. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, so Hungry, what's your favorite? Okay, so I'm sorry, Bucky, did you say the favorite? Heavenly Hash. But
Heavenly
now that you can't
Hash.
find it, what would be your favorite?
It really depends on my mood. Like it really depends. Sometimes I'm wanting chocolate, sometimes vanilla, sometimes I want topping, sometimes I don't. You know?
Oh, so kind of like me and men.
varies. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, but sure.
So did you say a flavor?
No, because I'm very indecisive and it's a problem.
She said it was based on her mood, Dad man.
Well, then don't
Like right now, I'm
answer
gonna have
yes or no's.
I'm gonna have vanilla with sprinkles, I think.
All right, cool.
Or not. I
But
don't know yet.
is it American vanilla or French vanilla?
It's vanilla bean, Haagen-Dazs.
Good
my
All right,
husband's ice cream.
Hungry, we'll put you on the spot. What is your favorite ice cream?
I got several. I like Bucks. It kind of depends on how the week has gone, if you know what I mean. But in general,
No, I don't know what you mean.
It means
I'm kidding.
Yeah. If I'm in a big bad mood, then I go the most chocolate, the darkest chocolate, and unfortunately, my favorite ice cream is no longer available, which used to be Baskin Robbins, and that was Mandarin chocolate sherbet, which was so dark it looked like they had mixed drawing ink into the ice cream, and it was delicious, and it was slightly bitter, and it was very much like the darkest European chocolate gelato, which is why I liked it. And
it was a grown-up ice cream. Kids would hate it.
Right. Yeah. But at the same time, if I'm in a light, happy mood, then double mint chocolate chip, which meant it had double the mint flavor. And that was really lovely. And then a really good, strong coffee flavor ice cream, really, really strong coffee flavor in the ice cream.
I like coffee ice cream, just not too much.
But
sorry, I keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But you would have the really strong coffee ice cream. I can't remember the name of it, but it would have chopped almonds in it or chopped hazelnuts.
Well, what others do you like, Hungry?
On rare occasion, a good traditional Rocky Road. And then, aside from that, what was that called? There was a Ben and Jerry's that mixed dark chocolate with bits of
Chunky Monkey?
I think that was it. Yeah, Chunky Monkey. That was
Banana?
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
you.
not the banana. Not the banana. No, no.
Oh,
no,
not
no.
banana. Then no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
All right. Well, okay, Hungry. What other flavors? What flavors?
Quick. Sorry.
Quick. What
I've
flavors do
listed
you-
5. What more do you need?
I just was. Well,
Give us more.
You don't stop, and I get confused where you stop.
Feed the content machine.
We will break you.
I think we need to move on to the Mrs. and Empress now for the ice
Well,
Well,
cream.
let's
Mrs.
go to
is going to get ice cream.
Yeah, Empress is going to get ice cream. So what about?
No, Mrs. is. I don't think
Mrs.
Empress.
but-
does,
Oh,
does she?
you mean
Empress,
we're
what do you
vamping? Okay, I get it. Sorry, I've had 1 hour of sleep in like 25 hours. So
It's all good.
That sounds
It's
like
all
a
good.
you problem.
And that's a problem
Yeah.
for you. And tell the hookers give you 5 minutes.
yeah, you're back. So you get. I caught you. Now you get to tell us your favorite ice cream, Empress.
Oh, it's time for Amanda to go because she's going to have a very unpopular opinion on this one.
Oh no,
no.
no, no!
Go
If you
ahead.
don't like
Tell
ice cream,
us.
that's fine.
We
But
like
no.
that.
I'm not
See,
a big
listen,
fan of ice cream.
Listen,
Butterscotch.
You
Butterscotch
do
crunch. No
If
butterscotch.
If I do eat ice cream, which is very rarely because I don't really like ice cream, it is either a cream soda float
Okay.
or it's the ones with the cones with the vanilla ice cream and like the cones filled with chocolate and it's got the chocolate covering and then nuts on
Yeah.
it.
Oh, drumsticks.
Drumsticks.
Yes.
Yeah, drumstick. That's
Yep.
it. That's all I will ever eat.
Oh, I love
won't eat
drumsticks.
anything
And that's
else.
fine.
I like popsicles.
That's fine.
pop-
So you
That's
like
fair.
the ice cream treats, right?
Huh?
Like the treats, like you would get at you would get from like a ice
carnival.
cream truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the drumsticks and stuff. You like the treats.
Yeah, I like the drumsticks, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that because of
as
texture?
a kid, I liked my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with the bubblegum eyes from the ice cream truck when I was a kid. But
Mhm.
one, my teeth have become super sensitive.
Yeah, right.
So even as a kid, they were sensitive. And like when I had a bowl of ice cream, and this is gonna be so disgusting, I had to take the ice cream, put it in my mouth, and spit it back out to try to warm up the ice cream so it wouldn't hurt my teeth.
I had to do that
can
as a kid too.
understand.
I have super sensitive teeth. I always have.
Oh, thank
Mhm.
God I'm not alone in this world.
Nope.
So I
Well, you
just
and
kind
Becky
of
have a
grew
lot in
out of
common.
ice cream growing up because it's like,
Well, while the missus is getting her ice cream, let's look at a few of the others. Brogu said pistachio. Almond also loves butter pecan.
Yeah.
Butter pecan.
I love you, bros, but I can't
That's
eat
the
that
one
one.
time I'll say
Butter pecan's so good. Butter pecan's so good.
Yep. Vanilla is always a favorite.
I'm
And West
having
Gable
vanilla
said-
with sprinkles.
plain vanilla just isn't good.
Yeah.
No, it's gotta have
even-
toppings.
It's got to be
See,
the
like
vanilla
West Gable
bean.
saying cherry vanilla or plain vanilla, but you got to have the whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles with it. So
See,
I'm more
I've
like
got to have
Brogu.
some kind of toppings on the vanilla. I like vanilla malts a lot.
Mm.
Those are really
what's
good.
the difference
Well, plain
between a
vanilla
malt
without
and a
the
malt and milkshake?
plain
A
vanilla-
malt has malt in it.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
What's malt?
Yeah. Oh dear God.
It's
man.
By
Malt-
the way, folks,
malted
I
milk.
am eating a bowl of sparkly rainbow unicorn ice cream.
Oh,
For
good.
fuck's sakes.
Bucky, have you seen that yet?
No.
Oh God,
I'm eating my vanilla bean ice cream with
That man eats,
Rainbow
breeds, shits, and sniffs unicorns.
Mm.
I'm telling you, hey, I wish Lady V was here. She loves my unicorn playing Fortnite, but hey,
I like it.
Yeah, I know you. You
I
It
like
makes
it
me a
on the
little
stick,
uncomfortable,
roasting
but in a fun
fire.
way.
makes you. But hey, but listen, no, there is at Sam's Club. If you go to Sam's Club, I mean, at Walmart, it's at Walmart. This is what it is. This is what it looks like here.
Oh, is it the one with the animal crackers in it? The frosted animal crackers?
No, it doesn't really have animal crackers
I'm
in it.
amazed
but
he's not
It's got crunchy
putting his
pieces.
I'm amazed he's not putting the unicorn ice cream on top of the unicorn waffles.
I did do that once.
Oh, for fuck me.
There's an
No,
idea.
seriously, I got a video. Well, wait a second. Here, this is what it is, folks. This is rainbow unicorn ice cream, and you can see the different
What?
layers,
Yeah,
and
I
different
can see
colors.
that.
Why did I ever show that to you?
Because you love me.
Like
You
a
know you
root
do.
canal with no Novocaine?
Oh dear. No, that is actually really cool because that's like what Neapolitan ice cream was supposed to be, but we did not
Napoleon.
get.
Napoleon.
No, it's
Napoleon.
Neapolitan death. Oh my god.
No, I'm telling you, I had
Call it
family members that
Napoleon
always
ice
called
cream.
it Napoleon.
Oh.
They were like Napoleon. It's like, what the hell are y'all talking about? I'm looking
That-
at a different word.
Dadman, I love you,
Yeah.
but you make my ass hurt.
Well, I'm a married man. I don't know how to respond to that.
I think you're a pain in my ass.
I did not do that, Miss. I did not do that. I
God, you
am
make
not
my
responsible.
head hurt.
Okay, well, I think you drive through and give it the office. But actually, what's kind of cool with this, it actually has little ripples of like almost glitter in it, and they're kind of bit pieces. It's really, really cool. So, Bucky, you'll want to show that to your kids too.
I've gotten it for my 5-year-old before.
You have,
Yeah, she was very excited.
really, that rainbow unicorn from
Yeah.
Walmart.
I have. Yeah,
Oh,
she was very excited because it had unicorns.
Amanda knows why I'm
Oh my
laughing.
gosh! Oh my gosh!
I got it for my 5-year-old.
I cannot believe that. I mean, and you
I'm
held
not
that out
making
on
fun
me.
of you,
There we
Dan,
go.
man. It's just Bucks was too funny with that.
Oh
The
my
Oh
timing
no,
gosh.
was perfect.
my 5-year-old and Dad, man, they're kindred spirits.
Yeah, I'm
They really
getting
are.
this. I like
He's
it.
the one.
The man's like,
She
it's
loves him because he keeps suggesting that I get chocolate ice cream and the blue milk. She loves him. Big fan.
that,
Yes.
you know,
And then the
Dadman's all
missus
like,
plays with Legos. She loves it.
you know,
Yeah, I just could not find the blue milk. Though.
Dadman's biggest thing to try to get people to buy this is it's got like glitter in it because that's what everybody wants to do. They want to shit out glitter.
Well, that's
Gotta
what
make it fun
unicorns
somehow.
do. Exactly. You gotta go. I mean, so
Oh, Brogu has the right answer.
all right.
Instead of
so,
ice cream, let's just go with margarita.
I can't craft when I'm drunk.
no,
I'm gonna go fill up my wine glass with cranberry juice here.
Oh,
in a
honey,
minute.
I can
Dude,
craft,
will-
just
well,
not
wait,
in
I
this
gotta get
channel
the
that's
Broku, though.
allowed.
I gotta get Broku. This is not a kid's ice cream. This is damn good ice cream for adults.
No, it's a
That-
kid's ice cream.
No, I don't care. It's some of the best. Even the missus will tell you when she's back that rainbow unicorn ice cream is probably could be one of the best ice creams that we've had before, that we've watched, that we've ever had before. So
What?
it's just really, really crazy.
That man's
All right.
talking about how
I
he
will
gets his
mute
shit
this.
glitter with his unicorn ice
Oh
cream.
my gosh, that unicorn
Oh.
ice cream really is
Oh,
good.
folks, but Amanda, you asked it. Bucky, this is even better for the little one.
Yep.
Unicorn waffles and unicorn sparkle ice cream.
Well, you might as well go get the trifecta because they now have unicorn brownies.
Well, that's okay,
Oh.
but this is
Hey, there
what
you go.
this is one of the first videos I ever put on my channel. Even got up to 10 likes. But you there.
So
It's
is a unicorn brownie like a spike in your blood sugar?
probably, but
I
at
think
this point,
all
you
of
don't
that
care.
is.
Yeah, at that point you don't really care because it's like it's about the show effect. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, there's
Is that your kitchen?
that there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Oh, I like it.
It's very small.
Are those blueberry bits in the waffle?
Yes,
more
they're
those-
the cotton candy bits actually.
It's
Oh,
just
See,
unicorn
there's
flakes.
your ice cream there.
Oh, that looks like butter. That's funny. Looks like scrambled eggs and butter on a waffle. now we got that. That's hilarious.
Well, hey, grocery day's coming up. Get off of my pattern, you wench!
Oh, the kitty cat. Oh, I
What-
didn't
what
put
do you
the
make
sprinkles
it,
on
Bucky?
it.
Good
Huh?
kitty.
Sprinkles
What are
with
you
it.
What are you crafting?
Oh, right now I'm making it's like a cropped halter turtleneck.
Oh,
Look at that.
she
It's
makes
like a-
clothes.
It's
So
a
it's,
sock
well,
game.
I try,
Look at that.
but it's
Look at that
knit.
though, guys. Look at that. It's a
Oh
it's a
wow, my
unicorn ice cream
diabetes
taco.
is screaming now.
Hey, Gary. Hey, pop culture minefield. Welcome in, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, thank you.
But
Howdy.
that's like a waffle ice cream
Appreciate it.
taco right there.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Thanks, Gary. You came in at a great time. You're probably running for the hills after looking at this.
Yes,
but it really was
Grogu.
good.
It's literally just going to be
Even
shitting
if I
out
put
glitter.
glitter, I don't care. This really was actually really good to eat together. Yeah,
It really wasn't
I'm
that
sure
much.
my kids will love that you told them they should have ice cream for breakfast.
Exactly.
You're really just trying to win brownie points. I know.
Exactly. See, there. It's really good. It really, truly.
Whose hand is that?
That's mine. Why?
Good God, Dad, man. Look at the slobber all over your finger.
Well,
eating that.
No, that was
the
ice
slobber
cream.
is melted ice cream too.
That
It was
was
ice
not
cream
nice.
because he had to push the ice cream into shape a
Yes.
bit.
I'm
Exactly.
pretty
Were you
sure
not
Mr.
watching the video?
I'm thinking, no, not really.
Well, Gary said hello to you, Mrs. And is on
Hello,
the way to bed.
hello. Good
Good
night,
night, Pop
good
Culture
night.
Minefield.
Nighty-o, Pop.
Exactly, Grogu. Like diabetic
Yeah,
coma just from watching
exactly.
this. I'm good.
Okay, it's all that happened, but it really was good. It really was good. So anyway, there you go.
And those unicorn waffles were not that sweet. Surprisingly, it wasn't.
Yeah, they were actually.
Yeah,
they
till
could
next
have
week
been
where
really
she
good.
adds the unicorn brownie into it, and then
That's okay.
No, that's dessert.
Well, shall we play our game now after an hour 20 of Where in the USA?
You know,
I
some
don't care.
mac and cheese for lunch.
unfortunately, I gotta go.
Oh, just stay for one round. One round,
Honey,
Amanda. One round.
it's almost 11:30.
Oh, yeah, you got to go to work. Yeah,
I got
right.
6.5
I apologize.
hours, and I still got.
No, that's not enough. Yeah, you got to go. I apologize.
Well,
I
Amanda,
apologize.
go ahead and plug yourself while Mrs.
Hey!
I didn't know that was this kind of a channel.
Well,
Promote
we do
yourself.
this later
Promote
tonight.
You
Just
said
promote
you
yourself
said he
or
was a
whatever.
pain in the ass, Amanda. So there you go.
Hey guys, my actual name is Amanda. This is my PNG tuber Empress. You could catch me on Twitch and you could catch me on YouTube at Amanda Gillen Presents. And I play mainly survival games, but this Saturday I will be doing a lot of streaming on both YouTube and Twitch because it's Star Wars Day. May the Fourth be with you. So tune in for all the shenanigans, and I thank you for letting me be on the channel. Thank you for letting me rip Hungry, his probably sixth asshole, probably within this
He
week.
got so many.
I know.
Well, you
Poor guy.
were the one talking with a sore butt earlier, so.
But I will see you all there, and make sure that you tune in at 9 after you tune in to Mrs. on Saturday, because we're going to play a round of Boop, Marry, Kill Star Wars Edition.
There's
What is that again?
And that's 9 p.m. Central, correct?
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
that
Eastern,
is
okay.
Amanda's Twitch channel. And let's see if we can find Amanda's.
Thanks, Miss.
It's the same thing. But yeah,
My wine glass of
because
cranberry
man,
juice.
when Mrs. starts talking about hot chicks, watching Dadman squirm is the funniest thing you will ever see.
I love it.
I'm trying to find her exit strategy off the damn stream and trying to get her. Anyway, never mind.
By the way, we don't have Maggie because he has to go out of town for work.
Oh, man.
But that's okay. We got Hungry, so this should be entertaining.
Yeah.
PG-13, PG-13.
No, there is no
Not-
PG-13 in
Not
this.
when I'm on with Amanda. No, it's not.
No.
No,
There's Amanda's
Good
YouTube.
luck.
no.
There's
Amanda
Twitch.
won't allow me to go
It's more rated D for Deadpool than PG-13. What the hell are
Oh,
you
that's
talking
a
about?
that is fantastic.
Oh.
Well said.
And then Hungry, I want to work with you because I want to do a special with you.
Okay.
I want to do Smash or Pash Kaiju Edition.
Oh, boy.
Oh, very
That
good
sounds
idea.
great.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right, guys. I got to go work at my
Bye.
horrible
Bye.
factory job.
Bye-bye.
Give your dog a treat for me.
Yes.
Sweet dreams.
Bye.
Are made of
Bye.
this. Bye.
Who am I to disagree?
Free.
That was
What
one
happened?
button. I pushed the one button. Luckily, I
Oh.
put a shirt on.
Oops.
Oh, wow. Bucky ate all of her ice cream, so yay.
I did.
I
Yeah.
didn't get any ice cream.
Oh, you didn't get any? You got some
No.
peach, didn't you?
I got sea salt caramel.
Oh, sea salt caramel. All right. Well, let me just double check real quick. I think we got through all the flavor ice cream. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead. We will play a round of We're in the USA.
Sorry.
I will give you
Where
3
in
states.
USA
You tell me
is
where this
Mr.
happened at.
Dadman walking.
And by the way, you were very patient leading up to it, Dad Man. I know that you were just champing at the bit for like the past 45 minutes, and you did very well. Thank you.
Well, no, we got to do some other stuff and have some fun with it.
Mm.
You
I
know?
think at this point he's trying to see what records he can break. How long can we go before we get to the first game? Because before it was about an hour. This time it's almost hour and a half.
Dang,
I
yeah.
know.
I guess
Oh,
The
yeah.
man has stamina, right, Mrs.?
Yes.
Hey,
Gosh,
sound excited.
Hey,
you
I
can't
gotta be
you
honest.
can't beat me. I've heard a lot about my in-laws' sex life. They're very open about it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's when you start. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know more than my husband does. It's a problem.
Well,
Oh,
thank God you're protecting him because that would be like,
Yeah.
it'd be your own parents anyway. Ugh. All right. Well, we got 3 states: Florida, Georgia, Pennsylvania. Florida, Georgia, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Florida's the basic answer.
Mm.
I don't
We're-
feel like they
we've-
get up too much
we've
in
got the-
Pennsylvania.
I
We've
haven't
done
I'm gonna
the
say
new-
Georgia.
We've done a
haven't
new version of this game. It's we're guessing before you read the headlines.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh gosh.
So I'm saying Georgia. Locking in.
Lock and load.
Hungry?
I'm gonna wait till I hear the question because you know what? I used to be good at this game, and
You cheater.
I know. And then like Lisa psychically absorbed all of our correct answers, and now I need to get at least one right tonight, just one.
You're playing on easy mode.
Yeah.
All righty.
Right.
All right. What's the question? I don't
Training
know. What's the
wheels,
question?
Bucks,
What's
training
the question?
wheels.
I don't know. All right. Florida, Georgia, Pennsylvania. Here's your headline. Man says his emotional support Man says his emotional support alligator, known for its big social media audience, has gone missing.
Oh,
Does this
That's
happen
right.
in Florida, Georgia, or Pennsylvania?
I'm saying
Man
Georgia.
says his emotional support alligator, known for its big social media audience, has gone missing. Bucky says Georgia.
Because I'm not a coward and I'm sticking by my answer.
Mrs.
I said Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Hungry, what do you say?
If California had been an option, I would have chosen that, but I'm going Florida.
All right.
If my husband gave me money to bet, I would bet that it wasn't Florida.
Well, Putin's cat says Georgia. Corey says Florida. West Cagle says Florida man. Didn't say
Florida
Jersey
man.
that time. And then Georgia for Brogu. What? Huh?
I know you're playing that game. I'm guessing Florida.
You're guessing Florida. Okay.
I
All
heard
right. Ang
Ang.
says Florida. I know,
Ang.
Ang. Why don't you jump on?
It was a ghost.
Okay. All right. Well, hey.
ghost
Well,
tonight.
okay. Look on Twitter.
It's an
All right.
ghost.
Yeah, we're going to actually
I'll
have
tell
Ang
you-
come in with us for a little bit.
Good,
Ooh.
but the real reason I'm betting Florida after hearing the question is one of my absolute favorite movies in all the world is Live and Let Die. James
Thank
Bond.
God you didn't
and
say
Roger
Deliverance.
Moore. No, I hate that movie.
I thought you were going to say Ghostbusters 2016.
Of course.
A little fake hungry laugh there. All right. Well, let's
Oh,
see.
no, Force
It-
Awakens. Okay, thanks. Go ahead.
No, the Last
I think
Jedi.
it's any of
no.
the most recent DC movies or Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Jinkies. Hi, Jerry Minosa.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
Stunning
I
says
mean-
Japan. I agree.
no, Stunning's been
Except
out
I'm-
here. Wow.
I'm standing by my answer of Georgia
Mm.
because it sounds like Japan. That's
I
why
want
I
everyone
originally
else
picked
to
it.
be right. I want everyone else to be right but me in this one. I don't want it to be Florida.
Yeah, that's just so weak. Gotta be honest. Like, ooh, a guy has a emotional support alligator. Okay, who doesn't in Florida? Dadman's probably got the missus probably has too, having to deal with Dadman. I don't
Under
blame
the
her.
bed.
Yeah,
They
Jerry
have two
Madison
under the bed.
comes in. See, this is why we end up going 5 and 6 hours because we start in, we get a little crowd, we get the first shift, then all of a sudden, as we go along, people start crashing in, and that's wonderful.
Sci-Fi
Invite everybody
Nation.
in.
The question was that.
Yep. Japan.
So the headline is, some guy's emotional support alligator who has a social media presence went missing.
Yep.
So did that happen in Florida, Georgia, or Pennsylvania? I was going to say Japan.
There you go. Yeah, thanks to Stunning throwing it off track. So, what do y'all think, folks?
Keepers.
And Ang said Florida, but I'm going to give Ang a second to see if they want to come in. Give them a chance to get in here. I've sent the link, but make sure you share the screen out. Thank y'all for being here, and thanks for y'all's support. And let's hope we keep growing this show on Wednesdays and hopefully on Fridays eventually after we finish up Buck Rogers this Friday night. Join us at 9 p.m. as we will have our last Buck Rogers in the 25th Century episode review, and then we'll talk about the 2 seasons that we were graced with. Well, 1 season we were graced with, and the other that was like, we love it.
You were forced to watch.
No, God, Jerry,
no,
Japan,
not forced.
oh my gosh, oi, Jerry.
I don't know. Some of what I heard, particularly with the not Mel Blanc.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
right.
yeah.
That sounded like it was torture.
No,
That-
it
something
was.
paradise something.
But Bucks, you can ask Dad, man. He asked me, should we do season 2? And I said, this was privately. I'm like, okay, it's going to be very different to season 1.
I just did not know how different it was going to be. Oh my God, it was like 2 different shows completely.
But that gives you something to talk about on Friday.
Yes,
true.
exactly. But no more bang bang pew pew. It was like really, 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 really.
Oh, they
Really?
dropped 70% of the bang bang pew pew, and
Yeah.
they went whole hog into like, okay, we never read The Hobbit, we heard a little bit about it, so let's make all the books like
Well,
The
it's
Hobbit.
like you
a little
said,
bit
also
like Dune.
Trek. They were trying to pirate Trek in
Trek.
some ways, and
Lost in
some of
Space.
the other, yeah.
Ugh.
Ang, are you
And
coming?
no
in?
Ardala. We didn't get any Ardala at all in season
Nope.
2. That really
No,
pissed
we did
me
not.
off.
0 Ardala, which was one of the favorites of people next to Colonel Deering, Aaron Gray in the first season.
Mhm.
It really, the people got used to the disco dancing. I love the disco dancing and the sexy outfits, but
And
hey,
no Tiger Man. We had no Tiger Man.
who then got replaced by Black Panther. So
Yeah.
I got Ardala's attention. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and reveal this
Hey,
answer
Jerry.
because Ang said
Hello.
Florida. So hopefully Ang will get in here soon. But okay. Here
Aang
we
is a
go.
wizard. Wizards are never late, nor are they early. They arrive
Right.
precisely when they mean to.
Nicely said, Bucks. Nicely said.
Yes, I do agree. I do agree that The Hobbit was a very good book. It definitely better.
The
than
Hobbit
the
was a
movie it
fantastic book. The movies were garbage. The first one was okay. It was pretty good. The other 2, shit.
Seasons. Warm garbage. Oh my gosh.
I
We
hated
got Bucky cussing tonight.
Bucks.
It was
I
awful.
hated
It makes
the
me
third
mad.
one. The 5 armies. Oh my God. It's like
Awful.
that had. Where was that in The Hobbit? I mean, honestly, God
Right?
dang.
What makes me the most mad is the barrel scene.
Oh yeah.
The barrel
yeah.
scene. That was meant to be where he's showing his skills as a burglar and sneaking them out. No, let's make it a fight scene and throw in some random hot chick. Like, what? Legolas is there. Don't know why.
Mm.
Like, come on. They just wanted to bring in Orlando Bloom for all the Orlando Bloom fans.
Mm.
Sorry, what was the answer? Because I could go on about this for a while.
Hello, Ang.
Well, one day we can actually
they
talk
know?
about that. if you want
Dang.
to.
Chat, do they know?
No, not yet. Wes Cagle said season 1 of Buck was great. Season 2 was warm garbage. So now Putin's Cat said the Hobbit movies were hilarious. I'm sure it's because of it being crazy. So, but yeah, I've heard other people say the same thing. Ang, how are you tonight?
I'm tired.
Oh,
You're
Ang.
always tired, my friend. Well, anyway,
And
so
what
you said
about it?
Florida. You said Florida for this story, right?
yeah, I said Florida because it seems
All
a
right.
Florida thing.
Man says his emotional support alligator, known for his big social media audience, has gone missing. A Pennsylvania man who credits hold Hold with me. A Pennsylvania man who credits an alligator named Wally for helping relieve his depression for nearly a decade said he is searching for the reptile after it went missing during a vacation to the coast of Georgia.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I just wanted to hear the
I knew
answer.
it.
Goodbye. You
I
hate
knew it.
us.
No, Ang,
You
no.
hate
No, Hungry wants you here.
Come on, Ang. I mean,
Yeah, all you leave. This is we're gonna be doing it elimination style. You get the wrong answer, you're gone.
They're gone.
But I mean, the thing is, and I understand.
Oh, good night,
the way-
Brogu.
Good night,
Good night,
bro.
Brogu.
I understand that you have to have limited context for the question, but the thing is, the scaly bugger did not disappear in Pennsylvania. The guy was from Pennsylvania. From what you just said, the
It's
critter
a Georgia
disappeared
answer.
in Georgia.
In this case, the answer
The story
is Georgia.
it's a Georgia story.
Yeah.
It came up in the Georgia news because it's like, hey guys, watch out. There might be an alligator in your bathtub or something. I
Yeah.
don't know where they live.
Oh, yeah, Yang's back.
Yeah. Name's back. So,
Hi.
do we know who the lady who played Buck?
But this
no.
makes
Are
sense.
you talking about Wilma?
Pennsylvania gets cold, so of course the alligator. Oh, finally, I'm in a place with heat. Yeah,
Well,
the
here's the
alligator's going
thing
to
is,
bail.
here's the thing is, like people talked about, I think Stunning, others have talked about, they've heard this, and Pennsylvania comes in here, though. The man, the owner has thousands of social media users following his page devoted to Wally, the cold-blooded companion that he calls his emotional support alligator. Wally's popularity soared to new heights last season when the gator was denied entry to a Philadelphia Phillies game.
Rude. He just was there
Now-
to support his team.
Yeah.
Like everybody else. Capybaras. Sorry, I'm very distracted now.
Oh no, you're good. Especially talking about the Hobbit earlier, that got a little bit of traction, and we might have to talk about the Hobbit one time. So, but hey,
I'll even rewatch them, put myself through that torture,
I won't.
torture. Yeah,
so I
No,
can
that's
so
up
I
to
can
you.
give accurate,
Oh,
angry
man.
response.
well,
Honestly, I
here's-
want to hear
here's-
what Ang has to say about the Hobbit movies too.
What?
All I can say right now is capybara.
Capybara.
Oh, look at all those capybara there.
Capybara. Sorry.
They're,
No,
they're friends with
stop!
everyone.
Get it off me!
Why
No.
you paid for all that? Let's show off the
No.
capybaras.
The capybara are free to use. Stop it.
It's like a cute version of Five Nights at Freddy's, right
Yeah,
there. That's good.
But actually, they say
Like a
no.
cute
Adorable.
version of squirrels.
Well, here's what they said: is that it was on a vacation to Brunswick, Georgia, which is about 70 miles south of Savannah, and they suspect someone stole Wally from the fenced outdoor enclosure where he spent the night on April 21.
Rude.
So,
Get your own.
oh my gosh! So it's really, really, he's broken up by it, but basically, it sounds like that they think they may have stole him, and he got released to the wild. So
That's
so
good.
we blame Greenpeace for this. Okay.
no, it might
I was
be
gonna say
teenagers.
PETA, but they probably would have put it down.
So
Huh.
wait. So now it's interesting that
But no, if it's used to being fed, basically.
oh my gosh,
hand-fed,
listen to this with the story
then-
though.
Oh man.
No one has filed police reports about the missing alligator, but the Georgia Department of Natural Resources confirmed that someone in the Brunswick area reported a nuisance alligator on April 21, the day Henny said Wally went missing. A licensed trapper was dispatched to capture it. Agency said in the statement the gator was released in a remote location, but stressed it did not know if the reptile was Wally. Because it's illegal in Georgia for people to keep alligators without a special license or permit. And the state Department of Natural Resources says it doesn't grant permits for pet alligators. So Pennsylvania has no state law against owning alligators, though it is illegal for owners to release them into the wild. So
Yeah, it's because Pennsylvania doesn't think anyone would be dumb enough to
But
have an
I tell you
alligator
what,
as an animal in
still,
their house.
but I tell you what, I think probably what is more likely is that they came and trapped it. Then, from looking at the story the rest of the way, somebody called and leave them inside, stupid nosy neighbors. But hey, All right. So that's our first story, though. How about y'all?
I say bring on the
I wonder
next
if hubby
story.
will let me get a pet gator.
No.
Probably not. Or maybe.
Just not a croc. Just don't do a croc.
Okay. Um. Okay. I'll give you 3 more states. Y'all ready?
Hmm?
No.
Oh, I'm sitting here freaking talking away and I'm damn muted.
Ah!
I'm sorry, missus. I didn't know.
It's because Ang was talking to me and I muted to talk. And
Oh.
I'm like, why are you not listening to me? Damn you.
Hey,
Dad.
Mikey. Good to see you tonight, Mikey. Mikey said, remember Arnold telling Gator after kicking the film eraser, now your luggage. Exactly. All right, folks. Here's a South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming. South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming. Trip ended with man being arrested for kicking a bison.
Wyoming.
South Dakota, Montana, or Wyoming?
Wyoming.
Okay, because I know we saw some bison in South Dakota too, just let you know, but go ahead.
I was never with you in South Dakota. You could be lying. You could be photoshopping that. It could just be like one whole big conspiracy.
It could be an NFT, Ang.
Exactly. You could be secretly shilling pump and dump scam.
I'm going Wyoming.
I just said the first state that came to mind. So like hit. I'm so tired right now.
Just stay till the end of this one at least, Ang. And hey,
Oh
hey,
no, I
Buck.
am. Don't worry, don't worry.
Hey, Bucks, what do you think?
I'm going to say South Dakota because I have a sister that lived there, I think, for a while, and she didn't like it. So maybe it's because they were bison kickers, is what you said?
Bison
Yep.
kickers.
That might have been it.
I say, okay. So, Mrs., did you? Okay. So, Ang, what did you say again?
Wyoming.
Wyoming. Hungry? What is your guess?
Wyoming.
Okay. Bucky, what is your guess again?
South Dakota.
Okay.
Jason Fox, it's the same place. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, Mrs., how about you?
I think I said South Dakota.
Okay. I tell you what, there's more than 1,000 people in South Dakota. I tell you, I love driving in South Dakota. Wide open roads and lots of fast cars and stuff. All right. So, here's your headline.
One round too many.
What? A man who kicked a bison in the leg was then hurt. He kicked a bison in the leg, then hurt by one of the animals in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed that kicking a bison would end up with you being injured?
Oh,
Right.
my goodness.
Mikey had said Montana. Jerry had said Montana. That's recent. Wyoming. West Cago had said Wyoming. And bison kicking, is that like cow tipping? Yeah. And Putin
If you
said
have
it
a
was
death
just
wish,
CNN.
sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is April 29th. Yeah, this is a very recent story. Park rangers got a call about a man allegedly harassing a bison herd and kicking one of them about 7 miles inside the park's west entrance. Oh, man, we've been in that area, Mrs.
Yep,
Rangers
we
stopped the
have.
man in a car driven by another person. They didn't describe the injuries from the bison, but he was charged with being under the influence of alcohol, disorderly
Oh,
conduct,
of course.
and
That's
approaching and
why.
disturbing wildlife. His 37-year-old companion was charged with DUI, failing to yell to a police car and disturbing wildlife, and the two were from Idaho.
No.
I was thinking
They were the
out-of-towners.
hose. Definitely.
Oh, nice, Bucks. Nice.
But they did not. That's funny that I would have loved. I wish that they would have described why he got injured or how he got injured. So, yeah.
Probably got his ass kicked.
Mm.
Well, he
Hey,
was
Mrs.
probably either kicked or like gored.
We
Those
can
are
I-
kind of the options, to be honest.
we can hope. Oh,
I
I'm
did
sorry.
not want to have any verbal assertion of his injuries. I just wanted to see the hospital photo.
Gouged, exploded, everything hanging out, blood
Yeah.
everywhere, blood on the ceiling, blood on the floor, blood
Blood
on the walls, blood
on
on your
the
face,
saddle.
blood on the dance floor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which we'll never hear again at Country Bear Jamboree at Disney. I'm so sad.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Yep,
Okay,
no,
to be
that's-
fair, do we ever go to Disney recently?
No, but I still like that song. I love Country Bear Jamboree, and they've changed it all. I'm so sad.
No.
Yep, they did.
Yep.
Yep. It's
Now not.
nope, not at all. I mean,
Okay.
I also just want to say that was funny because I knew you were trying to trick me
Mhm.
when
Mhm.
you were saying, but South Dakota. Yeah, that's true, but like, nuh-uh.
No,
No.
Nuh-uh. Oh, Your Honor, have you considered? Nuh-uh.
no.
it's too funny. All right, we'll go with one more one more story here. We got. Okay, we are going to go.
I
Queensland.
like that you're learning that it takes us a long time to get through just a couple stories.
Oh, I know.
Took you a while, but you're learning.
Nope, I know. All right, we are going to stay in that part of the country. We have got Montana, Wyoming, and
Idaho.
Idaho.
Locking in
Yeah.
right now. Not even
I
hearing the
agree.
story. Idaho.
I
Okay,
agree.
Well, here you
took
go.
your
Your headline
fifth
is
thing.
a vehicle.
I just want to say Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Woo.
Idaho. Damn right I am.
A vehicle backfiring startled a circus elephant into a street. She
Wow.
still performed that day. Did this happen in Montana, Idaho, or Wyoming? So, yeah, stupid man returns home after kicking a bison. Yes.
Mm.
So, a vehicle backfired and startled a circus elephant in a street. Still performed Tuesday. Jerry says, Idaho. What do y'all think, Mrs.?
Idaho.
Okay. What do you think, Bucky?
I'm gonna say Wyoming because I want to be different now. And I'm a
Mhm.
different person than I was 30 seconds ago.
Ah,
You know,
gotcha.
we change, we grow as people.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Ang, what about you?
I said Idaho.
Okay, and Hungry.
I've heard that there are a lot of old cars in Montana, and old cars tend to backfire. So I'm going to overthink this and be wrong and say Montana.
There's a lot of
Right.
old cars everywhere but California.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's fair point.
So Jerry says Idaho. Corey says Wyoming. Tunes Cat says Montana. Any other guesses out there before we give this one away? Free, I tell you.
France.
Japan.
Queensland.
Again. Japan again. Okay. A vehicle backfiring startled a circus elephant into a Montana street.
Yeah.
No.
She still performed Tuesday. Yes, the sound of a vehicle backfiring spooked a circus elephant while she was getting a pre-show bath at Butte, Montana, leading the pachyderm to break through a fence and take a brief walk, stopping noontime traffic on the city's busiest street before being loaded back into a trailer. It's Butte. Okay, Buddy. Have a Buddy, Montana.
Okay.
It sounds good. But anyway, Viola, an Asian elephant with a Jordan World Circus, still participated in 2 performances Tuesday after she was on the lam in the southwestern Montana city with about 35,000 people that in the late 1800s was the world's largest copper producing area. So she was getting a bath behind the Butte Civic Center when she was startled and went through a kind of rickety fence and went on the run. So,
I respect it.
yeah,
Mm.
yep. So, but that's the story we had with that one. So,
Hey, I found a neat thing if you have an Apple phone that you can do on your Apple phone if you want to turn your flashlight on,
Mhm.
you know how it's a real pain to do that?
Mm.
If you go, "Hey Siri, Loomis,"
Hmm.
It's on now.
it turns on your light.
Yep, the Harry Potter spell.
Yep.
And welcome, Bowsette. Good to see
Little
you
Easter
tonight.
egg.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that's
How
really
about
cool.
that?
And
Yeah.
I think some circuses have banned the circus. I don't think they're banned overall. It's just that your bigger, larger circuses have gotten rid of that. Have moved away from.
I don't know.
the
I don't
circus
know if they're
elephant.
banned, but the vast majority of circuses have gone away from having live animals. They're getting into like having a holographic animals, which is kind of cool. Just because even if they're treating their animals well, historically there has been a lot of animal abuse in circuses. So even just if you have animals, there's that bad connotation with it.
Mhm.
So yeah, again, and then it's also tricky state by state because there's probably a lot of states where it's like, yeah, no, we're not having that at all. At which point you're very limited as to where you can go to do business.
Mm.
Yep.
All
So.
right. Well, that was our 3 stories. Hey. Well, folks, I think we're going to call it tonight. We've got about 2 hours.
Dang, I just
thank-
got here and you're
Well-
dipping.
Well, you said you were tired. What do you want to talk about?
I'm tired. It doesn't mean I don't want to be. What the
Ang's always tired. You just said so.
Yeah.
Well, what do you
Dad,
well,
man.
what about your trips to the zoo? How about that? Well, Ang, what do you want to talk about? NFTs? Anything cool?
No, I got good news
Crop
for
top?
Ang. I got good news for Ang.
And
Oh,
These aren't
hangry.
cool.
Yeah,
What's up,
hangry.
hungry?
Hangry. I thought you had stuff,
Angry.
some notes tonight. What's up with you?
What's up, hungry?
Well, first off, I had a look at movie biz going on. The sequel for Five Nights at Freddy's is already in the works.
Okay, Jerry, we'll keep going.
Yay!
Well,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
all right. So what
Yeah.
about Five
Wait
Nights
to
at
see
Freddy's?
that someone was bitten.
Well, how can you make a how can you?
It's just like Sonic 3. Everybody's gonna cheer when
But how can you
a
make
girl
another
gets
Five Nights
shot.
at Freddy's? How do you make another
Anyways.
Five Nights at Freddy's though? I mean,
Don't worry
isn't it a
about
close
it.
They've got
thing?
like 6 games.
Right.
You know, they find a way.
There
They
is
find
a
a way.
lot of information for them to use. A lot of information for them to use. And
Let
Yeah.
me tell you, there's FNAF 1, there's FNAF
All
2,
you have
there's
to go-
FNAF 3, there's
Now-
FNAF
now
4, there's
All you have to
FNAF
do is
sister
go
location.
on AO3 or fanfiction.net and there's all the material you need.
you
Yeah,
were
what
saying,
about-
Ang?
what
You were
about
saying?
You just gotta
Bowser
be
saying-
very careful.
I didn't realize Five Nights at Freddy's was actually canceled at one point, but actually then came out.
Huh.
So, like, for FNAF games, there's FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4, FNAF sister location, FNAF Pizzeria Simulator, FNAF
What?
World, there's FNAF Help 1 and 1 and 2, there's Security Breach, and I think I'm missing one. I'm
I'd watch the
missing
Pizza
one.
Simulator one. I'd watch that.
I'm just
But how-
happy that the same director is going to be directing it. Because, with a lot of sequels, you end up with a different director, a different creative
Mhm.
take. And I love that first movie so much. I don't want the same story, but I want the same vibe from it.
A consistency.
Same world.
The same feel, the same atmosphere, the same talent, the same skill. And a lot of times Hollywood doesn't have the brains or guts to do that. But in this case, it appears that the appropriate people from the first movie are attached to do and in development in creating the second one already. And that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Well, how important is that though, Hungry? Why is that a big deal?
Because
Hold
it
on.
keeps a consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, also, I'll tell
and
you
also, the person that directed the FNAF movie had some great shots in there.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
remember when the girl got bitten?
Oh yeah.
Remember
Right.
when the girl got bitten, right? It was
Oh,
like
in
off
half.
screen, but you could see it, right?
Right.
Mhm.
That was so good. That was
Yes.
really good.
And
That was
also the little
really-
sneaky bits, Ang. When we see certain characters just for a split second in the background, and they're not doing a big jump scare musical sting, and they just trust us to get it. We were trusted as the audience to be creeped out. They didn't have to explain everything.
Yes.
And that's what a
POV,
real.
you see Balloon Boy for the first time.
Oh yes. Oh. Yes, absolutely. And little itty bitty creepy bits that are very subtle, but then you have the big moments as well. And that takes a really smart director. So the thing is, to answer your pa, a lot of times you have a film that is made by a very talented director, and then because the film was popular, the agent of the director, and directors have agents, okay, they're going to demand more money. And so sometimes the studio will say, well, we can hire someone to rip you off instead of hire you for the same money. And that's why a lot of sequels are bad. And that is why a lot of sequels suck. And I think the various studios involved, and I think also the gentleman who invented the game, because he's had a little bit to say about this, he recognizes that the director for the first film did right by his game, and he was very involved with the making of the movie. So it looks like on rare occasion, Hollywood is smart. And, even a stopped clock tells the right time twice a day, people. So let's just be glad. Let's just be glad. And I'm going to be watching this. I'm going to be waiting for this with bells on. I can't wait for this
Yes,
movie.
I am looking forward.
Great.
to it.
Even if
Hey Wade, good to see you, Wade.
Hey, wait. Yeah,
Hi,
man?
Wade. My take when it comes to like movies like FNAF and let's say like FNAF and Sonic and the Mario movie, my brain's just like, they're not gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
Because like, look at the Mario movie. The Mario movie was pretty all right.
Mhm.
It was very pretty. It was just silly.
Mhm.
It was silly, and honestly, like, it doesn't have to be like a perfect like story and like all that stuff. As long as it's like fun to me, then. Because like, I prefer fun movies because I can barely like sit through most of them.
It's got to be
Isn't that
enjoyable
right,
to watch.
Mrs.
It's got to be
Dadman?
entertaining.
Unlike the Hobbit movies.
God, I don't want to watch the Hobbit movies, man.
You know what? Aang was the kid that couldn't
So
sit through the SpongeBob movie. So,
Aha!
SpongeBob.
well, hello
movie
to
was
Dave
great.
Bob. Hello to Dave Bob.
Hey,
How are
Dave.
you tonight?
Hi, Dave Bob.
Good to see you. All right, good to see you too. Yeah, the
Counterpoint,
Mario
Bowsette.
movie is supposed to be silly. Hello?
Counterpoint, Bowsette. The live
Okay.
action movie would be a
Yeah.
great bad movie to watch.
Live
Let's be
action
real.
show of the
Are you talking
Mario.
about with? Are you talking about
it was
with
great.
the wrestler guy, Captain Lou Albano, right?
No, that's
That's
that was the show. That was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
There was a
That
live
I
action
also-
movie?
the live action one had oh my gosh. No, never mind. I can't think. My brain.
Well, the
just-
Super Mario Brothers Super Show had Lou Albano and Albano in it.
Yeah, but
Because
that's
there's like live. That's what Dad was talking about.
I like that they had a dance.
True. I love the dance.
Swing
the dance.
your arms from side to side. Me and my siblings will still do that. Just burst out with that.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix a toilet.
Oh no.
The
Fair
teddy
enough.
bear. The teddy bear toilet.
Oh,
Oh,
different toilet.
Yes.
that's crazy. I thought you were talking about real toilet here.
I know you were. I was letting you think about that for a second.
Panic
Super
for a
Super
second.
There was a great animated show that we watched a few years ago when the kids were a bit older called The Secret Show.
Oh, the secret show.
Oh
And they
my
changed
God,
the-
you-
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it the one with the guy and girl spy and some kind of like butler? I think.
Fuzzy,
No, it was
fuzzy.
the two guys, and then there was the one guy, whose name changed daily.
Yes,
and then-
it was kind of like the
Oh
butler.
my God! You just unlocked a core memory.
It was a
Sorry.
good show.
It was
That
a
was a
great
good-
show. It truly was.
It's from the BBC Kids, and they had fuzzy bunnies,
Mm.
and they
Yeah.
were spies. And yes, it was really a good show. It didn't. It was a kids show, but it didn't treat kids stupid.
Mm.
That's nice. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That-
it was.
That gets
Yeah.
frustrating. I hate
Yes.
it.
Well, here we
I'm
go.
looking
Here's
at you, Dora. Sorry.
Right?
let's take a look at one of the slides from the images from the show here. Here's where the guy on the left is he whose name changed daily. Then you got the professor, and then you got the two agents here. The woman was the competent one. The guy here was kind of silly.
The guy
Yeah.
on the right
Oh,
is
I
still
remember seeing some of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
it
guy on
really
the
was
right, still
was a
Pecor.
really cool show to see. Very inventive. Definitely not a SpongeBob show. Hungry. It's actually one that you could get behind. Mrs., why did you take my face hugger off?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it on.
Okay, all right.
Well, I'll tell you what. I might give this show a chance. I'm definitely looking forward to the next FNAF movie. But I'm not looking forward to the next Aliens movie.
Well, by the way, okay, I get it now. Bowsette was talking about the '93 movie. Okay, I got you now with that one. I remember now that.
That was
I do
entertaining.
remember that.
That was
Yeah.
entertaining.
But I tell you what, I will say I don't agree, Hungry. I actually, at least based on the trailer that I saw at the Alien movie, I actually kind of like it. I think it's kind of back to the way it was, along with the Aliens type of weaponry. So
I
it
understand. I understand
have
how
a
you
chance.
feel about that, but the missus will understand what I mean by this. I get sick and tired of rinse and repeat.
It's
I don't
just,
think so. Well, I agree with you, but I think I don't know. It just looked different from this trailer.
Okay.
Now, of course, it's only a trailer, so we never know. So
I'll be happy to admit I'm wrong. I will be happy, but the thing that's kind of bothering me a little bit about the trailer is that it seems to be all teenagers facing off against the xenomorph, the alien. And look, if you look at the people like Yaphet Kotto in the first movie, all right, and they didn't have a chance. How am I
they only have
expected?
flamethrowers, though. Hungry?
So you're saying give teenagers a massively high powered weapon and it's going to work out better.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this is Granny and the fluffy bunnies. So
Okay. The bunnies are cute. I like the bunnies.
yeah. And I agree, Bowsette. Trailers don't mean a lot anymore, but I tell you, sometimes you can get a good look at them. I actually, I can at least tell from a trailer whether I want to even try it or not. So
See, but they've been lying with trailers for a long time. I mean, going back to the 90s,
Yeah.
I swore to God I would never watch Fight Club because it looked like a
Right.
bunch of meatheads punching each other out for spare change in an alley. That's not what the movie is about at all. Not what the movie is about at all. The movie's actually really deep. And so Hollywood got scared of letting the public know that it was actually going to be a deep psychological film starring Brad Pitt. And so they gave us a lie of a trailer. And then the movie actually caught up a lot better in video sales and DVD rentals, etc. But
Yeah.
the trailer was just absolute no, not at all. Did not represent the movie
well,
whatsoever.
see, and I've seen trailers that have sunk the movie that told me pretty quickly I don't want to watch it. But it just if they it's just Miss and I play Roman emperors when we watch the trailers when we go to the
thumbs
movies.
up, thumbs down.
thumbs down. Yeah, because we pretty much know pretty well when we don't want to. And then there are a lot of them, most of them, there are very few trailers that actually connect with us, or at least with me.
Yeah.
And those that do, it's like I still worry that we've seen the best of the movie in the trailer.
That's
And
why
you're
I
stuck-
did not. I told you I was not going to watch anything for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and I'm glad I did not. Because that's a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the trailers afterwards, and I think that was. I mean, there was a lot of spoilers in those trailers, and other films do that as well. And then sometimes you have trailers where it's totally accurate to the movie, but they're showing you a 3-minute
Well,
clip, and then
yeah.
that's all of interest in the movie. There's
Yeah.
Well, see,
nothing
that's
else.
why I quit watching trailers in that particular movie.
Well, I sometimes think too they show a trailer and it tells you the entire damn movie.
Right, Mrs.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm getting so
So,
frustrated.
Yeah. Mrs. getting cranky.
Nothing exists after part 2. Well, I didn't even like part 2.
About that.
I thought Afterlife was a good movie, and then
I love Afterlife.
I was okay with Frozen Empire, but I just hated that they minimalized the bad guy so much. They really neutered him so much.
And
was
also,
like the afterthought.
he was a bit generic. He was a generic bad guy.
But he could have been great with the horns.
Yes,
It just looked evil.
Added
know.
more personality, a little bit of better dialogue.
Well, if you had
yeah.
honestly more focus on him and not the teenage drama, which was one of our biggest complaints with this
the
movie.
soap opera bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they quit. It's like the kaiju movies where they keep focusing on the humans. I mean, it wasn't until Godzilla -1, Miss and I actually enjoyed it, where we actually liked the humans. I mean, all these other ones, it's like, please kill the humans, please eat the humans.
Yeah,
Right.
we were cheering for the monsters.
I have to admit that first Garth Godzilla movie in 2014, after they killed off Bryan Cranston, I was really pissed off because they presented him again. The trailer presented him as a major character. He's gone in the first third of the damn movie, and then you know, not only do we not get a lot of the monsters, which is why we're going to see the dang film, right?
Yeah.
Then on top of that, the Mutos those were absurd monster designs. They were terrible. Now the following film, Godzilla King of the Monsters, I did love that one a lot. And you know, the following Godzilla versus King Kong, I greatly enjoyed that one. I'm not going to be watching the current one, I have to say.
No.
No.
The Godzilla Kong, yeah, I was not really a fan with that. So, yeah. So Bowsette can't get over the fact that Super Mario Bros. Live action has a professional lady in the character listings. Well, you know, it's
Lady
what
of
it
the
was.
Night.
Yeah, Lady
of
of the Night. It did back then. But see, I tell you what, and I'm presuming Dave Bob may be talking about that one in the '93. But the one last year, the Mario Brothers movie was so awesome. I mean, it was nice, fun, family friendly. It just was a lot of fun to watch last year. So I'm not sure which one, if you're talking about the old '93 one or the one that's current now. But you know.
I like the '93 one. It was enjoyable. I mean, you know, the cast was good, and let's be honest. Sometimes
Bob
the cast,
Hoskin. That's who I was.
Yeah.
I love Bob Hoskins.
Right,
And
that's
John
what it is.
Leguizamo. I love John
Okay,
Leguizamo.
I just couldn't. That's the only one I remembered, and all of a sudden his name popped in my head. I had to scream it out loud.
And didn't it have Dennis Hopkins in it too?
I do not know
I
that.
don't know. Has to be. But Atwood's here with us for a few minutes. Hey, Atwood.
Hey, Atwood.
Hi, Atwood.
We
Good to
do
see
not
you.
hear you.
Dave Bob said I'm pretty old.
How are y'all?
It's okay. Thanks for being here with us
Hey.
tonight, sir. Atwood,
Hello,
how are you
hello.
doing? Coming in after work.
Sorry.
Few minutes.
Yeah, we're probably good. Oh, but I just got to bring this one up because I love that single-handedly keeping Hobby Lobby in business. Dang, that's just too.
Somebody's
funny.
got to do it.
Yes, exactly.
Did you know that
DJ.
Joanne's going out of business or something? I heard that they filed for bankruptcy.
Hopper.
No,
Dennis Hopper.
yeah, Joanne's.
Dennis Hopper.
Joanne's.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Well, no, it's basically it's a kind of bankruptcy where they're getting assistance.
Yeah,
That's
you
basically
declare
what it is. They're
bankruptcy,
not-
and then they give you money to not go bankrupt.
Yeah,
we had,
they're not going to be going anywhere for a while.
we had Miss Angel and some of the other ladies. We could talk about different types of hobby stores to figure out what was what are the favorite places to go to for your crafting and sewing and others. So now I will pull this up since we're kind of random right now. Dave Bob,
Squirreling.
love
Squirreling.
Roger Rabbit. Mrs. I know you've talked about this movie.
Never seen it.
What did you love? What was so great about Who Framed Roger
Okay,
Rabbit?
number one, the fact that they took and coordinated all the different IPs to be able to be in that movie, because you had, Looney Tunes, Warner Brothers, Disney,
Ready Player One.
just all I can't even, just all of them in the one thing. I thought that was cool, and the way they incorporated the animation and the live action together was just phenomenal. Bob Hoskins was fantastic in that movie. And I thought the story was really kind of neat also. It was just a whole nothing really was done as far as I know was done like that before. And it was innovative. The story was unique. The acting, the voice act, who they got for the voice actors, animators for the original characters in it and everything. I just think it was just done just wonderfully. I just really, really liked it, and I kind of like the kind of the down detective, and you have the oh gosh, what kind of like the floozy, which was Jessica,
The Dum Dum Bullets.
and the yes, just the whole thing was just
Yeah.
And
All
so.
right.
I just want to say that he's not here tonight. But guys, Chucky won big tonight.
He won big tonight. Ooh.
Okay.
He
well,
won
cool.
big tonight.
Well, that's
Oh.
cool. Well, what with this movie? Because like Dave Bob said, Bob Haskins is great. I had not heard much of him till later on after this, and
he was a huge character actor in Britain going back to 1982.
Some of the stuff that he did was, just wow.
Yeah, he was a serious actor. This was one of his first comedy roles, and he did remarkably well.
Hold on,
Yeah.
yes, saying,
The private chat.
yeah, I know. Do you need to head out?
Yeah, I'm starting to speak. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Thanks for coming on for a bit, Ang.
No problem. Love you guys. Love you,
Love you
chat.
too.
Have a good
Thanks,
one.
Ang. Thank
Love
you.
you.
Sweet.
I guess I love you. No, I do.
Yeah.
No wonder I'm the failure of the family. Ooh.
You are not the failure as you leave, you
Look at the
stinker.
kid does that, leaves and said
You
that, but yeah,
stinker.
but
Trying to put Dadman out of a job.
Party
yeah,
pooper.
exactly.
Kids these days.
Yeah.
But Bob Haskins, what are the things that Bob Haskins in though?
Mona Lisa Smile.
Yes.
No, please don't say that damn movie name.
What movie?
Mona Lisa Smile. Are you kidding me? Hungry?
No,
I'm genuinely asking. I have no idea what movie you're talking about.
Because what? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he was in a lot of things that were British mainstream, not American mainstream. Yeah.
Well, you rest well, Corey. Thanks for coming and
Adios,
staying so
Corey.
long. Hopefully your family's still treating you good there and stuff. And yeah, Dave Bob, I hate everyone. Sometimes it's
Hi,
better to
Corey.
do that sometimes.
Hey, Corey.
But I will tell you, Mona Lisa Smile, the only reason why I know that name is from the movie Dodgeball.
Oh, sorry, Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, not Mona Lisa Smile.
Okay. Because
okay,
you just blew my story up because all I
I'm sorry.
remember from Mona Lisa Smile was in the opening scenes of Dodgeball when the guy's way behind on everything. They call and say, "Hey, it's a video store. You're late on your returns," and they name like 3 porn adult film videotapes, and then finally the last one is Mona Lisa Smile, which was a Julia Roberts movie. So
yeah, and he was also in a couple of other big films, but again, not big in the United States. So the Long Good Friday, he was very well known for.
Yes.
Hey, Bob, you're right. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can, or if you can dodge traffic, you can dodge a ball. So.
And this one's for Dadman. Do you
Yeah.
remember the film with the Peter Pan film with Robin Williams called Hook? You remember
I
Hook?
remember. I never watched it, but I've heard of it.
Oh, dag nabbit. Well, he played Smee. He played the
Yeah.
assistant to Captain Hook, and he was
Hmm.
very popular for that role.
I was looking at some of the movies, and
Mm.
he wouldn't have.
Mm.
He wouldn't know a lot of these.
Especially Brazil.
Hungry.
That's not a Dadman film.
No,
No,
no.
not at all. Not at all.
Hungry. I'll do you one better.
Yeah.
Land of the Dead.
Oh, nice
Hollywood Land.
one.
Oh, he was in Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties, though.
He's got
Oh.
a wide range. He's got a wide
Yeah.
Oh,
range.
forgot. Oh, Hungry. He was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre too.
Hmm.
You okay? Do you mean the one with Dennis Hopper in it again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I have to admit, all right, I caught. I'm not a Texas Chainsaw guy, but I love that one because of Hopper, and also incoming mail.
and
Why-
the scene where they're making fun of Star Wars and they do the chainsaw duel.
Yes, yeah, and that
Well, I
also.
will. Yeah.
Oh, that had one of my favorite actresses in it, Carolyn Williams, and she played
Yeah.
Stretch. She played the
Yeah.
main actress, and she
Oh,
was
that's
tough.
interesting.
And she was a
Stretch.
DJ. Yeah,
Wow.
they called her Stretch because she's like 5'10.5", barefoot.
Yeah.
And she is a Texan lioness. She's
All
a
right.
Texan lioness, and you know what? I admire them lionesses.
Yeah.
I really do.
All right. Well, I think but Bob Haskins, yeah, you see him. I know Snow White and the Huntsman, the different things. but
People
you know,
mistake him for Danny DeVito
Yeah.
all the time.
I
Yeah.
don't see
Blame him
that.
though.
I don't see that. I don't understand how. I think that's but a great, definitely a great actor here. Well, that we see here. All right, well, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up now. Too sorry it's late.
Oh,
that
but
was
it just got here.
I know, but we got to wrap up. We're at 2:15.
One more thing, Dad man.
Yeah,
one more
go ahead.
thing.
Yeah.
I will say this for Roger Rabbit. It had Christopher Lloyd playing a great over-the-top villain.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh, I forgot all about that.
That's what I've heard about this movie.
It's
I've
just-
heard
I've
it's
got
really a
it.
great movie.
We need to do it. Maybe figure out how to do a watch party with it.
How come you
Have you-
can't sub more than once? I agree, Dave Bob. Dave Bob, we've lost like 4 in the last week. So yeah.
Have you seen
hey, would love
Ready
it.
Player One?
No.
I don't want to
Oh,
watch that
it's-
movie.
It's so good.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's one of those that I've given up with trying to watch anything like that. A video, I don't know. I get cranky with some of the movies. That's one that I've not seen a lot of great things with. But hey, it to each their own. Try it yourself. You might like it. You might not like it. It's all good. So
As our generation said, Mrs., your mileage may vary.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
yes.
I mean, some people don't like the Chucky movies. I can't respect them, Agent Atwood.
No,
I don't like
Very
Chucky.
good.
I
I've
don't
never
like
seen them.
I don't like the
I'm
Chucky
just-
movies. So
Get out.
I'm just here for the beer.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
watch
they're
movies.
funny.
Hubby and I are going through the Mel Brooks movies right now.
Oh, good
Oh, that's
choice. Good
wonderful.
choice.
Good movies.
That is
good,
definitely
good
though.
movies.
So
Yep.
I
And
can't wait for
Bowsett said though that Christopher Lloyd was the best in Roger Rabbit.
Indeed, Bowsette. And Bucky, I know you don't like horror films, but I'm really looking forward to your review on Young Frankenstein. I think you're gonna
that's the next one we're gonna watch. Yeah, we're gonna watch
movie,
that
I
this weekend.
love that movie. I
Frankenstein.
love it.
It's Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Frankenstein.
Jerry Minogue said Christopher Lloyd was also a Klingon, and Dave Bob. Yeah, I've heard so much much talk about this one. Buckaroo
And
Banzai.
yes, I may be
across
young,
state
but I've
dimension.
seen Young Frankenstein.
right
I'm
on,
talking about
Atwood.
Buckaroo Banzai. This
Oh,
Buckaroo Banzai's got
that's
so
one of
much
Klobby's
attention.
favorite top 10 favorite
Yeah.
movies. I
Yeah,
love that
exactly.
movie too.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Quite a few people
Oh, he
have
loves
talked
it.
about that movie.
He's not joking when he says he loves it. I mean, I've been spending 10 years trying to track down a digital copy of that because I can't get a DVD of it here in Australia.
Wow.
And yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's got Jeff Goldblum in it too, by the way.
Oh,
It's-
and y'all, I just finished the new Fallout show.
Mm,
Just when I thought they couldn't make a good adaptation,
mm.
that blew me out of the water. That was so good.
Okay.
That is easily one of my top 5 shows now.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
It is so good.
So, and Dave Bob's saying that that's the Buckaroo Banzai is a classic. Yeah, we've talked about it. I remember like Tina, others in our chats have talked about Buckaroo Banzai when we touched movie topics. I think
Well,
with the
it was-
84, I think the 84 show I did with Daisy, this came up.
It was before its time. If it had been made around 1993, everyone would have loved it. But it was really too early for the audience to catch up. And sometimes
one?
when you The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the eighth dimension, and I saw it in the theater. You know, back when it came out in the 80s.
Theater. I'm just kidding.
Theater. Okay.
Theater.
You know
Theater.
what? I'm just
Theater.
gonna say cinema. I'm just gonna say I
It's
saw it in
theater.
the cinema.
Yeah,
The
we had
movies.
Jason come through earlier, and he calls it cinema. That's a good way to get around my thing, you know. Just like when the missus says she's doing really, really good, and I keep trapping her on the word she uses, and it's really hilarious.
What
So-
word do you
Well,
use?
when I ask how you're doing, you say you're fine.
Oh
I'm like,
gosh, I hate it when you do that.
She is. Oh my
And he
gosh.
goes, and that's what
I
he
think
does. He goes, "Yes,
We
you
would-
are."
we've been playing some Fortnite, and see, you're fine. It's just such a natural, like, knee-jerk reaction for me. Oh, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. I'd rather he speak French.
No.
oh gosh, there you go.
No,
Tout
but
pas de français.
yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
That one, nice one.
Yeah.
Où
They
est la
say-
bibliothèque?
Baguette.
Yeah, Dave Bob did see it too. Yes, the Buckaroo Banzai. Jason, yeah, we just mentioned you actually because we because I think it was one of the things that you had talked about earlier that came up. But hey, man, all right. So the theater was where it was at. I guess a lot of people don't go to movies, and it's all for everybody to do what you want to do, either spend the money or your views on whatever else. But I did not get to go to a lot of the movies in the theaters growing up. My parents went to so few movies. They were not really movie going people. I mean, I saw like Star Wars. There's some of the others that I've seen that I've talked about before, but it's like nowadays as an adult, I just love that theater experience. I like to be able to go walk in, and smell that popcorn as soon as you open the door. And I wonder what I missed way back then. Of course, now
Oh, you missed butter on popcorn. Real butter on popcorn.
real butter.
Yeah.
And we're good too, Jason. How are y'all?
We have
How are you?
There's a mall near where I'm at, and they have like a big like stadium size IMAX theater in there. It's really nice,
Uh-huh.
and it's real cheap too. It's not bad.
But it's
it's
still
like no.
fake butter.
Well, I will
Huh?
tell you,
It's
I'll tell
still
you-
fake butter.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, though, I did not buy any snacks for that movie about the gentleman thing.
Uh-huh.
I didn't because I was there right barely got in the door, and they had Pepsi products. So
Oh, boo. Oh, sorry.
Okay, okay. So look, I know we
What?
get Pepsi a lot of flack, but have
Pepsi
y'all tried?
sucks. Pepsi
But have you-
sucks. The damn
but-
unicorn ice cream and the unicorn waffles is better
Okay,
than Pepsi.
but Starry, have y'all tried the Starry?
I don't
Haven't
like
heard
it.
of it.
Oh, it's so good, y'all.
Ugh.
It's actually
Not a
good.
fan.
I've never tried it, so I
It's
don't
actually
know.
good.
My husband likes the real sugar Pepsi.
Yeah.
I
That could
will
be-
give you Pepsi is not all that great, but Starry is it's good.
So who does Starry? Pepsi?
It's yeah, they do it. It's good.
Oh.
Yeah.
That and Sunkist. Sunkist is good.
Yeah. I got you. But I like I said, Dave Bob here. I think some of these movies are definitely natural on the big screen. So especially your war movies, Jurassic Park, actually seeing that re-released too. Just the soundtracks, the sound effects, because at least in 2020 we didn't shut down very long, except for maybe a couple months. But it was like as soon as I could get back in the theater, I was going because even though there wasn't much, they started replaying movies from the 80s and movies
They were
I never
it was
got to see.
and $5.
$5, yeah. And I
Yeah, I
never
went and saw.
movies that I
Go
never
ahead.
got to see as a kid. I got to see on the big screen, and
Man, I went and
That's
saw.
so
cool.
much
It
different.
was like 2 years ago. I went and saw Star Trek Two: The Wrath of Khan in theaters. Oh my god!
Oh, speaking of re-release movies, Dadman, can I bring up something that's slightly naughty? Slightly?
I don't know.
Yeah, but
No, no.
but you also had a point. So all you can remember when people smoked in the
Oh,
cinema. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff
Labyrinth.
that's changed.
oh
Jim
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Henson's Labyrinth.
yeah, I saw Labyrinth in the theater with the missus a couple years
Oh,
ago.
and hot take, it's better than the Dark Crystal. I'll fight you on it.
Hmm?
we're gonna have a debate
All
on
right,
that one.
all right.
That
Well,
would, but
what's
the naughty thing, and the missus is gonna laugh at this. There were many re-releases in the early to mid '70s of Disney movies.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got to see Song of the South in the theater.
Oh, I hate you. You know, it's not that great of a movie, but just the fact that you get to watch it in the theater.
I
And
saw
it's
Gone with the
been
Wind in
purged.
theaters.
Yeah, right. But I mean, Song of the South has been totally purged from all the Disney catalogs. They apologize for making it. They're just
I'm afraid I don't
But you
get
know,
it.
They
it's
even purged it from the parks now.
but you
So
know,
oh,
honestly, it's not that good of a movie.
I know.
It's just not that good of a movie for uh, for all the brouhaha, you know. But
Well, it's not as offensive a movie as people make it out to
no,
be. But you
it's
know
just
why?
not a good movie. It just
no,
sucks.
What
It's
no,
about
a
Brer Fox and Brer Rabbit? Come
okay.
on.
I like those parts, but the story itself, come on,
I know.
it
Okay.
sucks.
Oh,
Let's
I'll
be
tell you one
honest.
movie that a lot of people haven't seen that's really good. Have y'all seen The Black Cauldron?
I
Oh yes, way back
I
when.
I
have.
You're gonna be
love
surprised, but no.
that.
Bucky.
That was an edgy movie, y'all. That movie, y'all. I'm surprised that was a Disney film.
Hmm.
They got away with some language
it's
in that
not
movie
butter.
that I'm
Yes.
surprised.
Well, that was made at the same time they made the Black Hole, and people forget the Black Hole was a Disney film, and that was a very dark movie. Very
No,
dark
but
movie.
they actually like cussed in The Black Cauldron a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah,
It
you
Now,
was
know, they made
it was
three nasty movies. Well, not nasty, but dark movies for Disney at that time. So you had the Black Hole. Then there was the other one, which name I can't remember, had Betty Davis in it, and then they also had
Oh,
the
what
Black
was that
Cauldron.
one? What was that one?
You know the one
you
I'm
know
talking about, Mrs.
you,
You
you
know the
know
one
what
I'm
my
talking about.
least favorite Disney movie, and I
Oh,
will stand by it. You know what it is?
Bambi?
No,
Oh, damn.
Pocahontas.
Oh.
That
uh,
movie can screw itself into oblivion.
Yeah.
I hate that
well,
movie.
I
I
don't blame you. I didn't even at some point Hunchback of Notre Dame, all of that crap.
but
I
you
just
oh,
know what?
gave up
I
on
will
it.
Hunchback is
say
good.
Coachback is good. The thing I hated about Pocahontas is that it just was, it
It was so bad.
when you're taking someone that is a real person and you totally f up the story. I think the whole myth of Pocahontas has been
Warped.
messed up, warped. Thank
Well, like
you. But they took it, and it just was so bad. It just,
at least with like Cinderella, it was like somewhat related to the story, but for kids. But with
Mhm.
Pocahontas, it's like really, like y'all didn't even try. This shouldn't even be called Pocahontas.
Oh, that's good.
yep.
That one.
Now I
Hey,
love
by the
Mulan.
way, by the way, I want to. Okay, sorry. Go ahead and finish up about Milan real
I
quick.
did love Mulan though.
So did we, Putin's cat.
The
Another.
second one too.
Now we were going to. We do this many times. There's so many false stops, but see, because of great stuff coming in. I want to get back to Jason. Jason said that Fallout was pretty good. He liked it because I know you said that. Dave Bob's talking about Black Hole had
So
him
good.
and old Bob here. Well, old Bob is not. There's a seasoning Old Bay, but hey, old Bob is here. This is what old Bob is, if you remember from the Disney movie. Yeah,
I
it was
gotta
nice.
find out what that movie is. It's gonna drive me crazy now.
The one that you were looking for. So, Yeah, Jay says cinema is easier to say. So
Indeed.
Emily's still here with us. Yay, Emily!
But
Return
but-
from Witch Mountain. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Or was it the
No.
Watchers in the Woods?
That's the one
I'd
I
say-
meant. Watchers.
Yeah,
The-
the Watchers in the Wood. Oh my gosh, that scarred me.
Didn't fall asleep yet.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that Jason, you say that cinema is easier to say, but you know there's going to be someone out there that says cinema. It's so annoying.
I do. I call
I'll
it
say that if you
cinema.
want.
There's
Cinema.
someone out there that says that, and I
Cinema.
cringe at that. I
Cinema.
cringe.
Go to Detroit to the
Yeah,
cinema.
Detroit. And when you're in Detroit, shop at Target.
Hey, cinema. Cinema. How about cinema?
No,
Oh,
stop.
Kanema.
stop.
Kanema.
No.
Yeah, Jace used to
No.
work at the cinema.
Cinema.
But yeah,
Cinema.
this is another Disney movie that I
The way you said that, Bucky, I'm
I think
sorry.
Mrs. I think
Yeah,
you
cinema.
and I need to catch this movie one time too. Is
What?
go back and watch the Black Hole again because
Is
have
Kanema
very
adjacent to
big
Kissing Me?
I don't
So
know.
wait,
Kiss me or kiss
um,
you. But this movie though, I want to stop on this for a minute because
Yeah, I
this
love
is
this
one of those
movie.
Disney movies that has gotten a lot of love and support from a lot of people over the years. Is it Hungry? Does this fall in that sci-fi or is it
It
kind of
is
just the
sci-fi
What
with
is
a
it?
significant amount
The
of
black
horror in
hole.
it. There is a significant amount of horror in it, but I would not qualify it as a sci-fi horror film. But there are horror elements.
wait,
And-
Putin's cat. You said Escape to Witch Mountain. Which one was the one with the rock?
That's the second
That's-
version.
that's
Here's
the
another.
That's a
version,
remake.
yeah.
That's a
That's
remake.
What's that one
remake.
called?
Yeah, I don't know, but I
Race
want
to
to
Witch
focus on.
Mountain.
I need to focus on
sorry.
this movie a second.
The
because-
original Witch Mountains were in the 70s. Atwood in the
Yeah.
70s.
But yeah, because you had all those Disney's like with the Herbies and stuff. But this movie is, I'm amazed that they have not started trying to talk about rebooting this one. Maybe there is talk about it because
Oh no,
this
they
is-
have. They have.
this-
That was going back
this-
10 years ago.
Because see, this is one of those movies that never really got the traction. Like I think it fell behind Star Wars and all the other stuff that came out around that time. Because I wanted to see these, and it wasn't your standard Disney movie.
No.
Because everybody picked Disney movies as like the the princesses and the bears and stuff like that. But we'll have to take a look at this one.
But also it had very serious actors in it.
Mhm.
If you look at the cast, you had an actress who was in a classic science fiction film. You had a villain who was in numerous European films as well, playing the heavy drama films as well as being in American films. I mean, it was an ambitious project for Disney to take on the Black Hole. Very ambitious project, and it had a very dark ending, an incredibly dark ending.
Oh yeah. I remember the ending. Yeah, it does too. So Peel's
Now-
cat said, "Do you impact the father was the black hole?"
Now, Putin's cat. You say the rock. Screw that.
Okay.
You know, I normally would agree with you, but the Race to Witch Mountain, that one specifically, was actually fairly good.
It's been so long since I've seen it, I don't remember. But I
Wait,
have
who
seen
left?
it.
Who left?
Dadman.
Oh no.
I hit the wrong button.
He's back.
Up. Yeah,
Oops. Are you back?
I'm back. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Something happened where I popped
Oh.
out.
Okay.
So sorry about that. But yeah, because Emily was like asking Mrs. Do you know their favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
No. Can you guess her and the doggy's favorite movie?
Favorite Disney movie?
The
Oh,
hint
he's
is in
gonna
the question.
take over.
The hint is in the question, Mrs.
Yeah.
I know it's a dog movie, but I can't think of a dog movie.
Can I guess?
1001
Turner and Hooch? Can I guess
101
Turner and Hooch?
Dalmatians. 101
Turner and Hooch.
Dalmatians.
Oh my
Buddy?
God! There's nothing
Airbud?
sadder than Turner. and
I
Hooch.
was thinking Airbud. That's
Oh,
the one I couldn't think of the
Airbud.
name
Okay.
of.
Yeah,
There you go.
Dad Man. I think
Yeah.
you're gonna be shocked,
Lady
but
and the Tramp.
I didn't cry
Oh.
during that movie. I didn't cry during that
Oh
movie.
well, a
Lady
lot
and
of
the
people
Tramp.
did.
Dog movie. Lady
Well,
and
see,
the Tramp.
okay, so Mrs., what do you think? What do you think the here was that?
What do I think the say that again?
Well, what do you think, Emily and the Retrievers? What do you think
Oh,
their favorite Disney movie was?
I would say Lady and the Tramp.
I think it's the Airbud, like y'all said, because it's got the big dog retrievers.
Wait, Airbud's Disney?
I think
It was
so.
on Disney Channel all the time.
Yeah.
Or was it Pixar?
No,
Apparently,
Airbud's
you got it
not
right,
Pixar.
Hungry.
Airbuds is not Pixar.
Oh,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Angel
Emily.
woke up again. Hey, Mr. Angel.
What did you say?
Good morning, Mr. Angel.
What did
Welcome
you say?
back, Airbud.
Hungry?
What, Hungry?
Airbud?
Okay. Just
No.
because I've been very much into animation since like before.
You said like 3 different ones.
No, I said
I know,
two.
I don't
I
know.
said two. I said two. The first one I said, which was a joke, was 101 Dalmatians, but my real guess was Lady and the Tramp,
Ooh. Oh, wow. So
which
which
is
Emily,
a romance
Emily,
story
which
between
one?
two doggies. A romance
Yes.
story.
So
And
which
they have
one
these
was?
cool cats in it.
Yeah,
So,
I
hey,
am Siamese, if you please.
You gotta
Yeah.
be kidding me. There was a
You-
Freaky Friday back in 1976 also.
Yeah, God!
It was.
There
they
was a
been-
recent one too that had
There was a
I
remake.
can't remember his name.
It actually had Jamie Lee Curtis in it.
No, not that one. There was a more
Oh,
recent
right.
one. It had the guy from the remake of Psycho. I can't remember his name.
Oh my God, they didn't. Oh, Atwood, that hurts me. That hurts
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
but there's only 2 movies that have ever made me cry, and you're gonna be shocked at what they are.
Chucky.
No.
7.
Chucky.
Lord of the
Well,
Rings.
okay, the show, yeah, okay, but I'm not talking about those. Okay, but
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Big Hero 6.
Oh yes.
When
Oh my
Baymax
gosh.
died.
Yeah.
When
Yes. Oh.
and then Where the Red Fern Grows.
Oh.
Oh, poor Mrs.
Where they showed that god awful movie in a school assembly.
Oh, that's not right. That's not right.
And I'm sitting there going, because I was not a popular kid. And I'm going and I'm sitting here wanting to sob. And I'm going,
No.
I can't cry. I can't cry. And tears are just pouring down my face.
Those
and
are
I'm
the
going,
only 2 movies I've ever cried at during.
Oh.
When he let Baymax go, I couldn't. I
Oh.
was
They
like,
showed
But-
that to you. They
but
showed that to you as a kid.
yes, me too.
No.
I was
But
like 4.
I
Well,
cry
can-
in a lot of movies. The movie that I hate, well, I say I hate, I
Yeah.
love it, but the show that I absolutely it just bothers me so much. I start crying even before I probably won't even get through describing it. It's called The Small One.
No.
Yes,
No,
the one.
no.
It's a Christmas story, and it's a boy. They have a donkey, and it's getting old, and the dad says, "We have to, it's not pulling its weight. You can't keep it anymore. You have to go to town and sell it."
No.
And he goes to town to sell it, and nobody wants his donkey because it's an old donkey. And and he doesn't know what to do. And someone says, you can go down that street and they'll buy it from you. And he's like, okay. So he goes down, and it was the street where all the tanners are.
No.
And I'm like,
No.
and I'm like, by
Well,
that time, I'm lost it.
I
And
just
then-
don't. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And then at the very
Yeah.
end, he's walking, and then a man comes up to me, says, I hear you have a donkey for sale. And he's very, very gentle. I need it for my wife. We need to go to Bethlehem, and she's going to have a baby. And I'm like, and I'm sobbing. It's awful.
I am
Hungry.
still stuck on this thing here. I am still stuck on this that I thought the one with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan was the first of them. I had no clue it went back to something else.
yeah.
We're
So
cousins.
they've been
Identical
rebooting.
cousins. Oh,
They've
no,
been
that's
rebooting
on
and
that
redoing.
topic.
Hold on. They've been rebooting and redoing for much longer than the last
Yes,
10 or 15
yes.
years. Then
And
Yeah.
honestly,
Oh,
the Jamie Lee Curtis one was not that bad, but the thing
No,
is,
it
it's
wasn't.
not. It doesn't have the charm and the cultural honesty of the 1976 version. And
Oh,
I mean,
and
Well,
Hungry. Speaking of that,
the
the remake I was telling you about, it was Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton. It was called Freaky. It came out in 2020.
Oh, yeah, I
Um,
saw that. I avoided it. I have to admit,
Yeah.
Atwood. I just thought,
Now-
oh no.
now a couple of things I want to like Dave Bob said, Dune is a book everyone should read. There's many books. Like I tell you what, even if you love the Lord of the Rings movies, you got to read the books. They just and the
And
Hobbit.
the Hobbit. Got to
You
read the
definitely
Hobbit.
have to read it. So.
I like the Hobbit. I just really had a hard time with
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Well,
yeah, I
Mrs.
can't get through the
Mrs.
Lord of the Rings books.
We talked about this a little bit because we
Yeah.
merged into
look.
Tolkien when we were talking about Doctor Who, and it's like, okay, I love you, dude, but a page and a half talking about one hill,
Yeah.
a single
wanna-
hill.
All
I
right.
don't want the history of every
I'm-
tree branch.
I know, but I need to get in here real quick, guys. Because
Yeah,
see, Emily
Fox and
cried
the
at
Hound.
Fox and the Hound. Dave Bob cried at Scarlet Ibis, and Putin's Cat talked about Robin Hood 1973
Great
animated.
movie.
As we bring in Mr. Angel now. to
Yay,
the
Mr.
panel.
A!
I cry at almost every animated movie.
Mr.
ever
Angel cries at
made.
everything.
Hi,
I
Mr.
think,
Angel.
right, Mr. Angel?
Good morning.
Hello, hello.
And I don't think you've gotten to. Have you met Bucky before? Been on stream with Bucky?
Yes,
Okay,
think
I can't
so.
remember who's done
crochet
what. but-
stream.
Crochet. Well, good to have
Any
you
stream
with us.
I'm on is a crochet stream.
Exactly. She's
I gotta
Tonight's
make this-
it's a
she's
knitting
warping
stream.
her loom while we're talking too.
Her
Probably.
mini
No,
loom.
right
Her
now
delightful mini
I'm
loom.
knitting.
You're knitting. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Sorry.
hey,
Knitting.
Mr. A, hey, Mr. A,
Yes?
considering how you know how to prepare the delightful victuals, let me just say, since we're talking about Disney right now, I saw Bambi once. I hated it. Didn't like it at all. Never watched it again. And somebody said, okay, what do you really think of? Why do you really dislike Bambi? And I said, the only good reason for Thumper to be alive is to make a proper Irish stew.
Oh my god.
Oh, hungry.
Oh wait.
Well,
Why
that
hungry?
doesn't make
Wait.
sense
Why
for him to be
hungry?
alive.
Why
Speaking
Deer
of
is
Bambi,
my
you're-
favorite meat, so
Now,
You're gonna like this, hungry.
Jay says Treasure Planet is the best. So
Treasure
Okay.
Planet is good.
I
I
love
haven't seen that one.
now
Oh,
I
I'll
want
tell you one
now
movie
I
I
want to
hated.
cross over. Yeah,
Now,
I want to cross over
Mr. Angel,
between. I want to cross over
Yeah.
between Bambi and the Predator.
Sorry.
well, that's what I
Emily,
was
I'm
wondering,
sorry.
Mr.
I'm
Angel.
sorry, Emily.
What caused you to want to jump in tonight? What
Tonight,
got your
tomorrow.
attention? Yeah. Oh, tomorrow. What
It's-
spurred you?
It's well, I'm up. I'm awake.
Why not?
The girlfriend
All right,
is satisfied, so you're allowed to be here. Yes.
All right.
No.
No,
folks, we now,
she's-
hey, hold on, Mr.
She
Angel.
is
We now
not.
have a party. We now have a party. We now have the
We
dragon
had to get.
here.
We had to get up. We had to get up early because she is leaving for 2 days.
Nah.
So
Oh.
All right, two things, and I gotta go. First
Okay.
of all, you know
on the
what?
other hand,
One-
2 days to myself.
Welcome, by the way, welcome, Tina. Great to have you with us. Yes,
Hi,
Atwood.
Tina.
Atwood, you can
What-
stay with us, but hey, what's up? What's the two
One
things you
movie
got?
that I will be surprised if any of y'all were able to finish is Fantasia.
Oh, what?
I
could
love
not stand-
Fantasia.
I
could
love
not finish
Fantasia.
that film.
The first one or the second one?
Which one's Fantasia 3000?
Second one.
That's the second one.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
can't-
the first one.
I can't remember if I finished the first one or not, but either way. Then the second thing, you're gonna like this, Hungry. So, speaking of Bambi, you know how they came out with that Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
Oh yeah.
Bambi's getting one.
What?
He's gonna get revenge for his mother.
Okay.
Yeah,
now that
there
I
was
will-
talk about the live action version of Bambi.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
It's the thing. He's gonna. He looks kind of like a skinwalker, but
Now, Atwood, this is going to sound like a joke. It's not. If I get to see Bambi grown up going Tarantino on the people that slaughtered his parent, I got no problem with that. I will watch that movie.
it's gonna be a thing. He's gonna get revenge on the people that killed his mother.
I want to hear. I want to hear Bambi say, "They started first blood."
I don't know. Dave
Yeah.
Bob says tastes look just like chicken. Oh, Pew's
And
got
it
the
looks
last skit with Rocky's
dark.
Baby.
It looks dark.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Actually-
See- yes?
Actually, Family Guy did that very well once. A little sketch with a couple of deer where Peter is going hunting, and he sees a deer and he goes like, I don't want to take the shot, and he looks around, 4 deer behind him with clubs, club him to death, and they're going, I should have taken the shot, I should have taken the shot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I do want to get back to something, and Mr. Angel, I want to hear more of what you said with these movies. But this is one I know that Atwood, did you get both of yours out before we move to this next thing? I just want to make sure we got that.
Yeah.
And you're welcome to stay longer if you need to go, that's fine too.
I'll be going shortly because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I know you've had a long day today, but Tina coming and laying down a big heavy weight right here. And of course, we always love having the resident dragon around. The cartoon that made her cry was Up.
Oh God!
Sorry?
The most romantic love story said with no words in the shortest period of time. It was brilliant.
Don't leave.
And
We're not
I
scaring
sobbed.
anybody. We're fine. Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
Emily, no.
Yeah. Because like you said, the beautiful love story. And you actually picked up a build for that when we were
Yes,
on the
I
road.
do. I actually have the Up house.
Sorry,
built.
what are we talking about?
Up.
It's a Pixar Disney movie called Up, and it's
Oh, yeah, no, not a fan. Sorry.
oh, it's okay. You don't have to be.
The story is good, but I'm not a fan of the way it's styled in.
Right.
I don't know. It's too smooth.
You
in a
mean the
way.
art style or the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think the missus.
It's more than the art style. It's the whole styling idea.
Yeah. Well, and I think we're not. The point is, we're not really looking at the whole movie as a whole with this, King. It's like one of those movies where it says we're talking about what made you cry, what those emotional things, and because I think like
Old Yeller
is if we Old Yeller, but like an Up though.
I hate Old Yeller.
I
hate Old
hate
Yeller.
the missus said with Up like there. I mean that did get me all the time when you sit there and watch the two of them growing old together, and it's just the two of them, and then all of a sudden it just moves into one of them. I mean, you're like, oh my god, it's hard not to lose it with that.
Yeah.
Hey, hungry, check your DMs when you get them out.
Oh, okay. Give me a sec. I'm not even on
You wanna-
TV right now.
You want to know what made me cry? Truly
What's
made
that?
me cry. The end of Battlestar Galactica, the new series, the new show, where
when they're on Earth.
where they're on Earth, and there's something to say about the ending. Some people like it, some people hate it. I thought, considering the circumstances, it was a reasonable good ending. Considering the fact that they had to cut it short due to the strike that was going on then.
Mm-hmm.
We were lucky to get an ending, and there was one scene where Adama lands with Rosalind. He flies away with a raptor.
Yep.
And she dies in the raptor, and oh man, I lost it.
That really truly.
I
was,
lost it.
That truly was a very heavy scene. The way it ended. Normally, you expect just happy little endings, the way to clean up a series and to end it. But it was like, wow, very powerful.
And also the way Adama left the Galactica as last person for the last time, and that goosebumps I have now. I need a minute.
No, I know you like your Galactica.
The show resonates with me in many ways. It's the resonance with the old show, but also the new show has a really good twist and a really good storyline, and it works for me.
You are a resident alien here.
Jess is crying. Jess says, "Want a crying movie?
Good
Homeward
point.
Bound: Incredible Journey."
By your command.
Bucky, what about you? What are some movies that make you cry? Is there anything we can bring you in to chat about a bit?
Well, I mean, Up. That's a pretty easy answer on that. I'm trying to think. I really don't watch a lot of movies, and I haven't in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey. That's a good one.
Generally, my mom, she didn't like us watching movies that made her sad.
Oh.
Okay. So, never saw Babe or anything like that. I think Charlotte's Web made me cry.
Yep. Good
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
I watched
You mean
that
the
a lot.
original, or do you mean
Yeah.
the remake? Okay, good. Good.
Oh, there is one more that made me cry.
Pardon, Agent?
There is
What?
one more that made me cry. Whenever you're done, Bucky.
Keep going, Bucks.
Well, I can't think of a whole lot more. I just
Well, one.
Bridge to Terabithia. That was traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't expect it.
Yep.
But yeah, just generally, my mom didn't like showing us movies that made her sad.
I agree. I understand. I didn't like all the sad movies with the kids and stuff like that. Mrs., are you back? Or
Yep,
Atwood?
I just sat
Okay.
down.
Atwood, go ahead. Atwood, go
Question.
ahead.
A little question. The
Let
things
me
that
get
make
to
us
Atwood.
sad. Yeah.
Let me finish with Atwood real quick. Atwood, what was the other one that you were going to say?
There is a documentary called it was on Netflix. I don't know what it's on now, but it's called A Girl Like Her, and
Mm-hmm.
it's about this girl who gets bullied. And I know it sounds like basic, but when you watch it, oh my god,
Mm.
I was
Mm-hmm. Right.
I was in tears
Mm-hmm.
in that movie. It's about like showing the bully realizing all the things they did to this girl, and oh my god, y'all.
Oh goodness.
And see, folks, we have laughs tonight. Now we get some serious movie topics. You never know with these squirrel streams how we go, where we go with this. Mr. Angel, I'm coming right back to you in a second. Go ahead, Bucky.
Sorry, just real quick. Lord of the Rings. Those also make me cry.
Yeah, there's some
Especially
very
when it gets
powerful
really
scenes.
emotional and stuff, and the music and everything. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go,
Okay.
y'all. I'm tired.
Okay,
Oh,
take
good
care,
night,
Atwood.
Bye,
Have a
Atwood.
Good night.
Bye,
Good night,
y'all.
Edward.
I want to hit on this with Up though, real quick. What Tina said, and this had come through my mind. I think this is one of the parts that really made it sad. Really, not just that they grew up old and became, but the part when you see that they could not have kids,
Mm-hmm.
when you knew it was just going to be the two of them, that really added power into the.
Well, just the lead up to that was a big part of it. Just like showing just how much they loved kids and wanted kids. And then, you know, like just there was such a lead up to that. And then just the not going to happen, you know? Like, yeah, that's just very real for a lot of people. So, like, yeah, that's heartbreaking to see.
I mean, it brings real life issues into something.
Oh,
that really
yeah.
adds to the
Very much so.
thing. Exactly. Edward, like Dave Bob said, movies that made you think were good movies. So, and Mr. Angel,
and this movie, you know, whatever, a lot of they did not dumb anything down.
Right.
It was there. It wasn't, you know, it didn't have to be graphic. It was subtle. A lot of kids probably didn't get much of that whole beginning scene, really, except oh, they loved each other and she died, kind of thing, and he was now alone. But a lot of the subtleties the kids probably didn't get, but they didn't make it dumb. They actually, you know, tackled things that, you know, at least brought them up.
Well, I think we managed to maybe go another whole hour after saying we were going to close.
So
that's cool.
I mean, Mr. A's got things to say. I got a couple of things to say too about crying.
Let me turn it to Mr. Angel. That's why I was saying this. We're going to
real quick. I'm gonna have to say bye because I've got to get up. I'm sorry. I know I'm tapping out. I've got to go get up early.
I'm
donate
I'm
plasma
impressed you're
tomorrow.
all still on, actually.
Yes, Bucky, thanks for
I
coming
went
and
to
hanging
sleep
out
for
with
a
us
couple of
tonight.
hours.
Thanks for having me, Dadman. It was nice seeing all you guys. You guys have a good one. Don't stay up too late. Oh no.
No, I don't.
You'll know tomorrow at 10 a.m. when I'm yawning.
Yeah. Bye.
Nadio, Bucks. Nadio.
All right, Mr. Angel, what do you have?
What do you have? What do I have? Okay.
What
We're talking about things that make us cry in movies, but what makes us cry in movies is there are things that are universal that make us cry. Yeah. No matter if you hate or love Old Yeller, that scene. That's hard.
when I say I hate the movie, it's because it makes me cry. That's why I
But
hate the movie.
by the way,
It's not
before I
that I hate
continue,
the movie.
is my sound a bit okay? Okay, not
Yeah,
too
you're
loud.
fine. Yeah, no,
Perfect.
you're good.
Perfect.
Okay. But then there's also the things that touch you on a personal note. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the best movies have the combination of that universal and the personal. That hits you the hardest then, because if it's only one, you can accept that. But two, that's too much. That's below the belt. Then I have two movies, I never want to see them again. They're incredibly good. I advise everybody to see them at least once in their life, but once was enough for me.
Yep, I can understand that. For sure.
The movie The Gray Zone. That's wow. That's one of the most shocking movies I've ever seen in my life. And Rwanda
Mm.
is another one. Well, yeah, that brings out the tears with me.
Mhm.
But then again, there are also things that just bring out the tears because you are moved by it. When I was a kid, I saw the movie "The Man Who Would Be King," and that's such an incredible good movie with a very good storyline and ends in a tragedy, but still the movie has a certain life to it. And when Sean Connery is on the rope bridge and being thrown off the rope bridge, he starts singing, and that singing, wow! As a kid, that impressed me so much. It moved me to tears.
Mm.
And the older I get, actually, I recently rewatched it, and it still does it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, what
absolutely.
makes you cry is often very dependent on either something personal, because the meaning changed over the years. What that meant for me. As a kid, I couldn't quite understand it. Now I've lived my life. Whoa, I take a different approach to it, but it still made me cry.
Good point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I got you.
And sometimes they're not going to be such gentle movies. And let's face it, some movies are intended to make us cry, and sometimes they're very successful at it. And so Mr. A is going to understand why I list these two movies, both of which I've been able to watch once, never again, ever again. Number one is The Elephant Man.
Oh yeah. Oh, brilliant movie.
Yes.
Wow.
And just too hard to take. You know, the brutality of that man's living condition, I can't watch it ever again. And the other one, people will understand, Sophie's Choice. Can never watch that again.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You know why. You know
Yeah,
why.
that's
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got to say, folks, we've got 17 people here now. We've about like gotten ready to quit about 3-4 times already. But God, it was 16, 17 y'all here now. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, share out the channel to your friends, neighbors, missus. Make sure you put your link out there so people know where to find you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But let me get caught back up with I just love this day, Bob. Here, I love that books are still the main source. Imagination, is the source, and that's where I think like a lot of the things like the Lord of the Rings get there. It's imagination because to me, reading, and I'm not a good reader. I don't like reading; it doesn't come natural. But I got into those books so much, and I could visualize it. Like took me there. Some of the Star Wars expanded universe did that to me. It put me somewhere else, and I had to use my imagination, even as an adult, to picture where it was, what was happening, and things like that. And Max
Movies,
Redfern is here.
movies
Max Redfern.
made from books are usually a disappointment for me.
Usually, yes.
Yeah, more than that they are a good surprise. Unfortunately.
Now, see, Dave, I'm curious what you think, like with the Lord of the Rings. Like you said, I read the books. When I watched the movies, I didn't react the same way. And it's
that was considered the unfilmable movie.
True.
That was considered it. There were 2 projects before, and they failed. They failed, and succeeded in a way because they became the.
Oh, you mean the Bakshi one? The Bakshi one, yeah.
The animation one became a cult classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the other parts were not made. So, and it tanked everybody involved financially. So
I like the movies. I like especially with Lord of the Rings. I like the and either they're not the best or not the whatever, but it gave a good visual to what we read in the books.
But you never saw the first Fellowship of the Ring that came out around 78, did you?
No, I didn't. But you know who else is here? Buddy Hepburn's here. Hello, Buddy Hepburn.
Hello, Buddy.
Hey, Buddy. Yeah, Buddy's seen that movie. Oh, that was so hard, Buddy. That movie.
Hi to everyone in chat, by the way.
Yep, and there's the Mrs. Link, folks. If you're not subscribed to her, please go check that if you'd like to. So, all right.
But answering your question about Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson did the best he could do. Yeah, and that was amazing. But it's not the book. I can't say it's the book. It's almost the book, but the book, it stays the book. And in a book, you need to use your own imagination. And what I think when I read Lord of the Rings, or what you think when you read of the Lord of the Rings, or The Misses, or Hungry, there's 4 different, maybe even 5 different things. So, good question. Yeah, a movie is a director's approach to a fantasy that he has, and he has a certain direction. That's why he's a director. Yeah, and but I have to say, some movies really almost nailed it. It's impossible to do the whole Lord of the Rings. Whereas Tom Bombadil, impossible to bring him in there because he's even in the book a rather vague figure.
Right.
You have to read the Silmarillion to understand a little bit more about Tom Bombadil. And it's pretty dry because the Silmarillion was never actually meant as a book. So this is also so weird, where I went like, okay, so Amazon bought they made this show, The Lord of the Rings, and they bought part of the rights of the Silmarillion. So the Silmarillion is actually nothing more than a giant notebook of Tolkien, in a way.
Right.
Yeah,
anecdotes. It's anecdotes.
Yeah, it's anecdotes. It's how he created that universe, and a lot of that you don't even see back in the book or mentioned in 2 lines.
Well, to back you up, it's an academic text for a fictitious universe. It's not actually a narrative fiction.
It's world building.
Yes.
It's the rules for world building. He defines his own guidelines for the world he's trying to build there. So from that, they tried to make that show. Well, I love reading. I love Tolkien, but Silmarillion was one of the hardest things I've ever read.
I never got through it. Never got.
I got through it, but damn, I was glad when I got through it.
Yeah,
last part is done.
But you have to understand, and you do understand. But for the rest of everybody, Tolkien was a professor, so this was an academic test, and you were doing homework. It was not reading; it was homework. And there's a difference. And I couldn't get through the homework. I couldn't.
Now
you know how I got to Tolkien. Before I got to Tolkien, I read the Tahuta Dinanan.
Oh yes,
which he studied. Sorry, my pronunciation is terrible. I know. That is a series of legends and books that he studied, actually, and if you see that, you can see a lot of that back in the Lord of the Rings.
And also,
let me get caught up.
Let
me get caught up. Let me get caught up on the chat real quick before we go too much, because we're gonna bring somebody else in here real quick. But Tina said 1984 was a movie with no happy ending that made her sad.
Lord of the Rings, great.
Yeah.
Sword.
Bakshi's Lord of the Rings is really underrated. It has a great soundtrack, according to Buddy Hepburn. Bob, I love this. Yeah, I was born in '70, but vivid imagination, and that's why I think the beauty of books, especially when they're really well written, they are. I'd love to see that scene because I like the Peter Jackson version of that.
Magnificent. Thank you, buddy.
To see that in that Bakshi's version would have really, really had to be.
It was good.
Something.
It was good. It was really, really good.
That I think most people agree with that statement. So, in the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, the first trilogy.
Yes, I've read both the first and the second series, buddy, and I agree. I think the first series was better, and the villain in the first series was really good, but in the second series, as Buddy knows, you have Thomas Covenant, who's basically effectively in a coma for like 2/3 of the series, and you had Nom, the character Nom, Nom. You remember him, Buddy? That was just annoying as hell. I don't know what the hell was going on with that series in the second part, but the first part was beautiful.
Well, the little bit of time left I have, I'm going to bring in another guy, a friend of the channel that had me on last week, and bringing him on tonight to talk a little bit in the end here where we talk about the movies that make us cry and some of the good movies there. It's Jason Fox. Hey, Jace.
Hey, Jace.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone? Thank you for having me, man.
Hey, good evening.
You got a sexy voice.
Is it good evening or good morning for you?
It's good morning for him. Norway,
yeah,
right?
it's good morning for me. It's the food stores are open and everything,
Yeah, I just had my breakfast too, so.
Let us say goodnight to Dave Bob. Dave Bob, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I think this is the first time I've seen you here for so long, but hey, love to see you again, and thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Appreciate it. All right, so Jason, you got any thoughts on Lord of the Rings and any?
I love the movies. I do love the movies. Unfortunately, I have never read completely the books, but they're on my list to read. I read too much. I have a lot of stuff that I'm reading.
Skip the Silmarillion. Skip the Silmarillion.
Yeah, I know stuff here and there, of course, because I do research and stuff. So I watch videos, I go online, read stuff about things here and there, of course. But they're on my list to read, but they are so goddamn long, so it takes a long time to read them, and I already read a lot of comic books, a lot of other books, so I have to go through.
Oh, now wait a second, hold on. I'm picking up just from your voice that you might be a little bit younger than I am. So what are some of your favorite comic books? Please tell me you've read some Silver Age, please.
Well, for me, I grew up as a comic book guy because my father is a comic book guy, and some of the first comics I did read was, Phantom, Archie comics and stuff like that because of my father. And then, I got into the DC and Marvel, and, I even remember when Batman used guns, in that time when he used guns, he killed. And again, that's why I say
guns, he killed? Whoa, no.
Yeah,
he
has done that.
Yes.
Hey, Gwagnar's here now. Hey,
actually, in the first
Hungry Gwagnar's here.
Hey, Gwags.
Hey,
the Batman actually took, shall we say, extinguished the lives of more than 5 people within the first 10 issues of his appearance in Detective Comics.
He was not PG-13, we can say.
No, he was not.
I do agree with Max Redstone about all the nuclear war movies as a Gen Xer. It was like,
no, I also do remember back in the day when I also was younger, a lot of comics they got like, I don't know if it was like that in Canada and Norway and other places around the world. But here in Norway, where I'm from, we used to have 18 plus on the comics and stuff like that because of a lot of violence and stuff like that.
That would have been some of my comics that I did for the company. You would have had. It was actually in the United States and Britain. It was for mature readers. We had that.
Yes,
on the cover.
Definitely. My favorite definitely would be above that rating. Definitely.
Martial law. Yeah.
The Meta Baron.
Yes.
From Jodorowsky.
Yeah, so
You're not wrong. Of course, I am younger than most people here on the
Mm.
panel. Of course, I'll be 30 next year. Of course.
Oh, you
Come
baby.
on.
Oh, you baby.
But
No,
but
that is
I
good.
I grew up different than a lot
Mm.
of my other friends. I grew up more old fashioned
Mm.
and I'm more old school the way I am and stuff like that because of
Mm.
my dad. So, and we talked about movies that made you cry and stuff.
Mm.
And one of the movies that will always make me cry, and this is the best movie in my opinion, even though I'm a big Star Wars guy, like, God damn it, I'm a big Star Wars guy, but
Mm.
nothing in the world for me beats the original Crow with Brandon Lee. That is
Good
one of the
choice.
one of the movies that makes me
I,
cry all the time.
I
As you
was
see on the picture, I'm a Crow
I
fan.
was just
So.
about to ask you, is your avatar the crow?
Yeah, it's my face with the crow. Yeah.
Did you read the original J.O. Barr comics?
I've read the original one, and also when he had what's her name again with the girl? What's her name again? It's not long since I reread it. Yeah, with the girl at least when he did that one. I don't remember her name right now. It's early in the morning. I've been up all night working. And then I also one of my other favorite Crow comics is Death and Rebirth. The guy who created that comic is also one of the writers for the movie. That's why
Yeah,
it's so fucking good.
James
Sorry for the
O'Barr.
swearing.
James O'Barr.
Yeah, James O'Barr, exactly. I also remember when James O'Barr talked about this. At some point, they wanted Michael Jackson make it a musical and all that, and he was not about that. I'm like, yeah, that's understandable. And also, no, that movie always makes me cry because the story, but also the story about the movie. And I'm also part of the Bruce Lee legacy of martial arts. I know so much about the story, and I heard so much about the story because of my master and stuff like that. And that movie makes me cry every time because it's a powerful movie. The story itself, even the comic is powerful. Even though the comic is a little bit, more R-rated and a little bit different here and there. But yeah, that movie makes me cry. And of course, the original Star Wars movies, the 6 movies, makes me cry because I'm a prequel defender. Of course I am. And I'm also an OG Star Wars fan. But those movies makes me cry.
There's always moments in the
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
No, don't worry. That happens to all of us. That was a sneak attack.
Yeah, I tell you, all these movies, have certain scenes that they do that they bring emotion. I know the opening scenes, the Saving Private Ryan, were incredibly tough and difficult with and
It's like
and then
I
there's
actually lived there, so yeah, that was very weird to see that beach.
Yeah, I know, because
it's like I always say is that if a movie can make me cry, then it's really well written. Because I'm Norwegian, I love black metal. I'm a black metal guy. I'm a punker, all that kind of stuff. And we Norwegians, we cry. We barely cry. We hate everything. We are just dark souls. But one of my favorite all-time favorite.
A puppy.
Exactly, that's how we are. But one of my all-time favorite movies is actually an anime movie called Your Name. It's one of my favorite movies. It came out many years ago, and the story overall, I don't want to spoil the whole story, but the story is just so impactful and so well written, and the way they did it, I cry every time. And I'm a guy with bald head and beard and everything like that, tattoos all over my body. I look like I'm the guy who's not gonna cry. And the first time I saw it, I cried. And then I watched it, with my father because my dad, he likes anime too. He's the reason I like anime too. So, and that's why I said you guys talked about Disney. I hate 90% of Disney movies, but that's just me. And I hate Lion King. And
I bet you liked Fantasia.
No, but
no, the original Fantasia. The original Fantasia.
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
Oh no!
You don't like that scene with the demon?
The dinosaurs and then Night on Bald Mountain. The dinosaurs.
I'm surprised.
I'm really picky, but one reason I hate Lion King is because I grew up loving Kimba the White Lion, the original stuff.
Ditto.
But Your Name heavily makes me cry. The sequel they did with the new story also made me cry. It's just the writers for those projects is really good at touching your heart in that kind of sense. They just know what they're doing.
Yep, I understand. Good cinema says a lot, and especially with their previews, their commercials. That's one of the things that they definitely advertises about how it touches you as the viewer. But with that, we're going to go ahead and start to wrap up tonight because
Yeah.
it is
Sorry.
1:15
Ah,
and we have
come
hours to go.
on. Just 2 more hours.
We're
Let's go
actually over
20
three.
hours
We're
more,
actually over 3 hours. This was actually one of our more serious uh, squirrel streams tonight. We did cover a lot of topics, but we had a lot more of movie discussion and serious discussions than we necessarily did laughter and chaos because it's just but it's where it goes. That's what we do here on these evenings, and we just kind of have fun, see where it goes, use the force, and
That
maybe
man, you can pick any movie and we can pick it apart. No problem.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but
Dissect it
anyway,
until its finest details.
oh, I know dodgeball. That's
You'll
my
have to
thing.
stop us.
I just love. I just
Before
love
we go,
dodgeball.
I have to ask Jason one question.
Okay.
How do you feel about David Cronenberg films?
Mm,
Mr. Ray's
I'm not
laughing.
sure. I am not quite sure. I've not seen too many.
Okay.
Heard about it, but not seen too many.
I think you're gonna like him.
I'm a really picky person. If there's
Yeah.
something people know me as, is that
Mm.
I hate everything, as they say. And every time I like something, they get surprised. They get
You need
surprised much.
convincing. A challenge. I like
So
that.
Yeah. So let's see. So Jason, I want to put your link in here.
That filing sound you hear in the background is me sharpening my nails.
I don't know if I have the right link, Jason. Jason, I'm going to put in your link in the private chat, or at least what I found. Let me know if this is, or if you can put it in the private chat if this is not the right one. Because
no, that's the wrong one.
Okay, that's what I thought when I saw 50. When I saw 58 subscribers, I'm like, that's not it. If you could put your link in the private chat, I'll make sure the right one gets in there. So
yeah, a lot of people. It's so funny because people have subscribed.
Grave of the Fireflies. That rings a
And
bell
I'm
with
just like, I don't do anything on the Jason channel because I just use that to view for viewing people and stuff like that. So yeah, the official website, the official site is 540 Studio. Of course, that's that's my company and my YouTube channel. So yeah.
Yes. So tell everybody a little bit about you, what you do.
Yeah, well, I'm Jason Fox from 540 Studio. We talk about pop culture, everything from Star Wars, Marvel, DC. We also do interviews like with Chuck Dixon, Mike Barron, and stuff like that. Good friends of ours. So we've had them on. We also do a little music, or I am the only one in my company that makes music. So we have released 4 songs this year with some songs I did with one of my friends. And you can also find me on, of course, Comic Relief Crusaders channel because he apparently wanted me to be a part of this Friday show. Don't know why. I'm just a weird guy, but it's all fun.
You'll fit right in.
Yeah, I fit right in. And today for me it's today on Thursday, but so it will be Thursday for Americans, and when we do the show tonight, that's Friday for me. And Thursday for Americans and other people all over the world normally because I live in the future.
No.
You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm 17 hours ahead right now.
Yeah, right. That's how I am basically too. So at least we're gonna do the Beyond tonight, where we talk about some pop culture, some stuff here and there. Of course, sometimes negative stuff, sometimes good stuff. Really depends on what's on the agenda.
I thought you were talking about the Beyond by Lucio Fulci.
Oh no, our main show is called The Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah, and we also have 5 casts normally on Wednesdays, and I'm currently working on a new show that I am gonna create. It's more of a solo stream where I do stuff alone, talk about whatever that I want, and so that's what I've been working on all night with pictures and all that. But before we wrap up and stuff, is something I always want to say is that I always say this before we wrap up stuff, and that's you just remember life's too short, make the most of it. And we on this panel, we would not been here today if it wasn't for any of you people out there. You guys are inspiring us to do this every time and do this for you guys. And just thank you for the inspiration that you guys are giving us. It means the world to us. And thank you for having me on.
No problem, Jason. And thanks for having me on before. And I tell you, the chat's always on fire. And Tina's doing the sweet dreams from everyone from your dragon of naughtiness. But Mrs., I want you to talk about, again, in about a little over 8 hours, you got a stream coming up in the morning, right?
Yes, I do. Am I okay? I'm not muted. Good.
you're
Yes,
not
at 10 a.m. Eastern time, I do a morning show called Morning Musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking. Monday through Saturday, it's at 10 a.m. On Sunday, it's at 1 p.m. We do it 7 days a week. Or I say we. I do it 7 days a week, and you all come and join me, and we have a wonderful time. We do puzzles, we talk about celebrations, we have memes, we laugh, and it's just a time just to have an hour and a half of just positivity and not having to hear all the foolishness that is a lot on YouTube and all the other social medias this day. So yeah, it's just to be positive. I also do building brick builds. Tomorrow, I am going at 1 p.m. I am going to be doing the second section of the Lego Indiana Jones Temple of Doom set. So I've got the first section done. I'll do the second section tomorrow. And then hopefully I'll do the third section on Tuesday, and then it'll be all complete. So that is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then me and Dadman on Saturday, May 4th, we're doing a May the 4th Be With You stream at 5 p.m. He's going to be talking Star Wars, and I'm going to be building the Lego Star Wars Death Star trench
I was thinking about
diorama.
it.
So I am finally going to be building it. I said, let's do this. So that will be on Saturday, May 4th. And those are the things.
And we
that
may be
have.
doing other things elsewhere with our friend Amanda too that day. So just follow us on Twitter. Get to figure out where we're going to be that day and everything that we're doing. So, all right, Mrs., thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This would not be possible without the missus. I would not be here without the missus. And thank you for all you've done, sweetheart. And
You're
with
welcome.
that note, I will say, interesting. Do y'all know Kolchak?
I do.
Well, I am going to go ahead. I guess our friend Mark D with a C is actually doing something right now.
He's doing a watch party for Kolchak, yes.
No, Kolchak.
Kolchak the Night Stalker, which is a television series which followed 2 television films, which were incredibly successful and had incredibly high ratings.
Yeah, he's up late, so I see.
It's like Trilogy of Terror, but it's funnier.
It's funnier.
All right, I'll take you.
Sorry.
All right, well, hey,
I couldn't help that, Snake.
Folks, go over there and watch him. Because
sure,
go ahead and watch
funnier.
him if you want something different, or if you know this Kolchak. But folks, on that note, we're going to say goodnight. And Mrs., how do you normally? The Night Stranglers is Buddy's favorite. But Mrs., please tell us, what is your line for how you end your streams?
This is how I end every one of my streams. I'll see you next time, and remember to be kind, show love, and remember you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed each night with no regrets, and most of all, I wish you peace. Bye, everybody, and have a wonderful morning, night, or evening, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. I'll see you next time.
Nadio,
Bye-bye.
Mrs.
Nadio.
Bye, everybody.